A memorable dining experience where delicious 7-course meals prepared right at your table with flair. It's a perfect choice for celebrations, date nights, or a night on the town. Happy hour is always on fire and offered daily with specials on teppanyaki, sushi, cocktails, and more. Book your night of fun right now. Visit KasaiScottsdale.com. That's KASAI Scottsdale.com or call 480-607-1114. That's 480-607-1114. We'll see you there.
Over 500,000 service members, veterans, and their families call Arizona home. If you're currently serving in the military, are a veteran, family member, or supporter, we need your voice in the Arizona Veteran Survey. Visit connectveterans.org/survey. Help prioritize more support at connectveterans.org/survey. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Coalition for Military Families, the Arizona Department of Veteran Services, and Arizona's Be Connected community.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Business people like it straight and to the point. So here it is. Bruce Jacobs here to tell you take control of your utility expenses by calling Herm Solar right now. They can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Level your energy costs, protect yourself from inflation. How's that for straight and to the point? Here's more. Herm Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Herm Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
Have you started your New Year resolution to lose weight you put on last year? This is Stephen McCollum, host of The Main Event here on The Fanatic. If you're like me, it's hard to start your New Year's resolution to lose those unwanted pounds while we're having football playoff parties every weekend. I'm a client with Valley Medical Weight Loss, so I know firsthand that it really works. I get it. There's too much going on to lose the weight you've been saying you're going to lose. But visit one of their 3 Valley locations to find out how fast the visit is and how affordable it is. They take walk-ins, and if you mention The Fanatic or Money Radio, your first week is free at Valley Medical Weight Loss.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's Wednesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Herm Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Now, being, Jeffrey O'Brien, I am privy to an awful lot of behind-the-scenes information.
Yeah.
An awful lot of celebrity news. I get it way before you mere mortals do because I am Jeffrey O'Brien.
Yeah.
I knew about this already the other day, but now I've been cleared to let you guys know something amazing that has happened. Okay. The next host of the Daily Blender has been found. What? That's right. The next host of the Daily Blender, he has been. Now it's going to take him about 18 years to get here, but I got an email from Big George. He says, "Hello, I want to let you know that on 2/20/22 at 10:04 a.m., baby Luke was born."
Oh, congratulations,
Right there.
Big George. Oh, look at him.
It's a badly printed picture, but you can see
George,
the love in Big George's eyes and the sheer terror in that. Like, what the hell is that?
Wow.
But
that is so cool, Big George. I'm so happy for you, man. Congratulations.
He's kept it kind of quiet because you don't want to jinx these sorts of things. And so yes, 10:04 a.m. baby Luke was born, and since George is 7 feet tall, I'm sure you're all curious. So here are the stats. Baby was 12 pounds, 4 ounces, and 25 inches long.
Okay.
I'm kidding. He was only 8 pounds, 4 ounces, and 21 inches. I just wanted to see if anybody went, is that what I heard? All that screaming coming from California.
I felt bad for his wife there. I wasn't going to say anything, but wow.
But mom and baby are doing great. And I asked him, I said, so if you're going to name your kid Luke, you're not living your life right. If you haven't already said, Luke, I am your father, like in like a fan. Luke, I am your father. And he says, absolutely. He's already done it. And he's whenever he sees the kid trying to burp or poop, he's like, use the force, Luke. So, he's already on top of these things. But his mother-in-law calls the kid Luke the Nuke because of his powerful emissions.
Wow. Okay.
Nuclear. So,
all right.
And he said, I told him, I said, there's a celebrity with that birthday.
Who's that?
February 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Randy White.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. You have a birthday you share with me. I'll be dead soon, so
you can have
it all to yourself.
Oh, no. He said it was a perfect day to have a baby, and he says, no, I didn't put the 2 and 2 together. That's right. Randy White. He says that's incredible. So
Roger Penske shares our birthday too.
Yeah, who cares about that bastard? We're talking about Big George and Randy White. So congratulations to Big George.
He's a good-looking son. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
To see the scale between baby and Big George. It's kind of like I keep thinking of what was the name of the woman that went up the Empire State Building, King Kong? Faye Dunaway. There you go.
Faye Dunaway.
Oh, Faye Dunaway right there. I don't know. Is that too old of a reference for people?
I don't know.
King Kong is a classic. I don't know. It should be timeless.
I could have gone back to the one from the 40s or whatever. And then who was in the King Kong when Jack Black was running around in that movie in the 2000s? I don't know. Oftentimes I think, well, okay, people who listen to this show are, between 25 and 65. Everybody should be in a range to know what I'm saying. Yep. In other days, I feel like Abe Vigoda. Like nobody understands a damn thing I say. By the way, congratulations to you if you're still alive after Rainstorm 2022.
Yeah, it was crazy, huh?
No, it wasn't crazy. It was just rain. Why is it in this damn town? There goes one drop of water and 17 accidents on the freeway. It's not even like a pause in between it.
That's people that don't know how to drive in the rain for some reason, which is odd because most of the people that are here come from the Midwest. So you would think
they should know
how
better
to drive in the rain. Yeah.
So, and then of course, my friend Sean McLaughlin, he's over there hyping everything up. It's like, it's going to rain. Some of you may not survive. And it's just like, come on, news people. You're not helping. You're not helping.
You won't get that kind of hype from your weather forecast. That's right here at the Weather Authority, 1580 The Fanatic.
Well, I know. That's how I knew it was going to rain today. And you know what I did to prepare for it? Nothing, because it's just rain. Yeah. It's just rain. Anyways, Faye Ray. That's right, Billy from Phoenix. Thank you. Appreciate that. But I think Faye Dunaway did it too in the 70s. There was one in like the 20s or 30s. There was one in the 70s, and there was one in the 2000s. And I don't know why we keep making the same damn movies over and over again. I get it because more modern stuff for a sci-fi, but there's no reason we need to keep making new Willy Wonkas. Stop making new Willy Wonkas. You have the first one that was good enough, leave it alone. The second one, you had Johnny Depp back like some sort of Michael Jackson pedophile freak. I don't know what this Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong is going to do with this thing. Knock it off.
Nothing that's going to help. There's nothing like I can see how you can make another King Kong movie. Because the advances in technology make that a better looking movie. There's nothing about Willy Wonka that requires more CG. Nothing, literally nothing. I don't get it either.
Yeah, and nobody in the theater is going to turn to somebody and say, "Oh, I didn't see that coming." Stop making the same crap over and over again.
So much more realistic than the first time.
Yeah. All right. So good news. I don't want to get all grumpy, but I get grumpy sometimes when it rains and everybody loses their damn minds. Yeah. So I got some good stuff to tell you here. I thought we'd lead with Big George's baby first. But before we get to the rest of the good stuff, let's go ahead and catch up on the text line. People wanting to say congratulations and other sort of things. Boomer Sooner says at 2:25 p.m. today, Jeffrey, I want to be the first to tell you guys in Linder Nation that it's National Dog Biscuit Day. I think I got it in time. I do, and I'm not going to miss the first part of the show now. Dog Biscuit Day.
Dog Biscuit Day.
I didn't see that on the radar, to be honest. But hey, everybody go give your dog a biscuit. Why not?
All right. Why not?
Mars Bars 805 says, Happy Whiskey Wednesday, guys. I'll take an 805, please. And he says, let's go, Duke. Let's go, Raiders. And congratulations, Big George.
Yeah.
Fed Fan says, congratulations to Big George and Mrs. Big George. I didn't ask, but I am just, for her sake, praying. C-section.
Baby wasn't that big. Come on.
No. But you see, you don't know what it's going to come out weighing. You don't know the stats. And you're Big George sitting next to you at the appointment. And I'd be like, no need for Le Mans. Just put a zipper there.
Schedule a date somewhere in February and just take it from you.
Yep. Mr. Wilbur says, can't wait to hear on this day in Big Luke's sports history.
I am.
No, I'm going to turn this show over to Luke. He can have it. Yeah. Actually, I mean, if he's ready sooner, that's cool too. Billy from Phoenix gave me an LOL. Thunder Snow says, Jeffrey, you might have to explain your Abe Vigoda reference. Only you and Randy and I probably even got that. I think a lot more people understand the 70s references to the old Abe Vigoda guy. Thunder Snow, thank you. Fish Tank says, why do we keep making the same movies? Is it all the money they make, even when they're terrible? Had a big actor do a story, it'll make money. And by the way, why are we getting another Batman? I exactly, Fish Tank. Why? Why do we have to keep making the same Batman movie over and over again?
At least
slight differences, but why?
At least we've gotten past the point where we tell the beginning of the story every time. Because how many times do we need to see Bruce Wayne's parents get shot to death? I mean, it's just how many times? At least we've gotten past that point.
And now we've run out of actors for it. Now we're using glittery, frail vampire kid, Robert Pattinson or whatever his name is from those teenage vampires.
Did you just say glittery frail?
Glitterly frail. My wife.
If it's any consolation, he hated those movies too.
Well, he's the reason most people hate those movies,
including himself.
I walked by one time and my wife is watching one of those movies, and I'm just like, no. So, but she does what she wants, and it's none of my business. Anyway, so there you go. We're caught up on the text line right now, so let's get on to something good, so I don't have to be grumpy.
Hey, did you hear Big George and his wife had a baby today?
Yeah.
Luke. Luke is the baby's name. Born on my birthday. How about that?
I don't even care that you're 60. You don't get to start pretending like you have dementia. Okay? It's not going to fly here. I'm not going to let you do it.
Damn it.
Unless you think you're going to get some sort of benefits of it, then I need a cut. Congratulations to GC Lopes basketball. They took down number 11 Arizona by 16 points on the road. Smack plus down.
Wait. Time out.
Yeah.
GCU Lopes basketball beat U of A and they were ranked number 11.
No, baseball.
Was this
base? I said baseball.
Baseball. Oh, I heard basketball.
No,
sorry.
I hope I said baseball.
Okay. All right.
Pretty sure I said baseball. But yeah, they went down there to Tucson, held their breath and tried not to breathe through their nose. And they were able to beat Arizona 19 something. I mean, it doesn't even matter, like 19-4. I don't remember what it was, but it was a huge margin of win. So nice smackdown, GCU taking out the Arizona Chalupas by a large margin. That, my friends, is a blowout, and that cheers me up. That makes me happy.
Yeah,
as it should.
Thunder Snow says, "Wait, what? Bruce Wayne's parents get shot? Thanks for ruining the movie, Keon. What are you going to tell me next? That Bruce Wayne is Batman?"
Well,
you gotta be real careful with the spoiler alerts, Keon.
Apparently,
yeah, you've got to give people time to turn their radio off.
Pull the plug says, how many times has Spider-Man been made? Okay, 3 times at least.
50.
3 times in modern time, and then I think there was a TV show or something. So that's still, again, same thing, and he gets progressively whinier as
What do
they
you mean
go
three
on.
times? It's been 3 times with old Toby. What's his face? And then there was another
Three
Spider-Man.
we had 2 Andrew Garfields, and then we had I don't even know how
Yeah,
many.
it's been like 6 times, and then they just had this Doctor
Holland.
World or Doctor
Strange,
or whatever his name is, Doctor Strange. There you go. And now it's Spider-Man, the worlds collide or whatever it is.
Yeah, well, no,
There's been
that's
like 13 Spider-Mans.
There's been 3 Spider-Men. How's that? In a bunch of movies. And then
Okay, yeah.
the first one you had Aunt May was his old lady, and now we have progressed where the Aunt May is Marissa Tomei. So,
which is just uncomfortable. Aunt May shouldn't be that hot.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna have? It was his uncle now, George Clooney. There's no reason for this.
Yeah. It's getting that way.
Now I'm getting
by the
grumpy
way,
again.
Jeffrey. By the way, today's another one of those Thunderdomes. It's 2, 2, 3, 2.
Palindrome. Palindrome.
It's a Thunderdome. So I'm waiting for Mad Max and Tina Turner in that costume from Tina Turner coming in, and we have like the Thunderdome, and we've got the all fight and everything because we've got the Thunderdome.
No, Palindrome. No, Randy. Palindrome.
It's going to be that way all week. We're going to have Thunderdomes all week. So this is going to be great.
Yeah, it's not what a palindrome is when it's read the same way forward and backwards, and you have to get creative. No, Randy, it's not a Thunderdome. You have to get creative
to see Mad Max.
You can go ahead and rent it. I mean, find it on a. I'm sure it's out there on one of the streaming services.
It's a Thunderdome.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. That's my Tina Turner right there, right? Welcome to the Thunderdome. But no, if you add the 0, or you can mess things up. So it's 2,
0,
2, 2, 3, 2, 2. If you get rid of the 20 in 2022, so it's 2, 30, 2, 23, 22. Right. So it's 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. But can I just be honest?
Well, tomorrow's going to be another one of those power strokes.
Yeah.
And then and on Friday, another power. It's going to happen all the way through the end of February.
I don't want to keep talking about this on every show. Can you just power stroke yourself at home? I mean, I don't care about the mathematical probabilities of a palindrome in the calendar happening. Just enjoy. And else, the time it's cool is if you're like, hey, that's the day we're getting married. Or in Big George's case, hey, that's the day we end up having a baby because it was 2, 2, 0, 2, 2. So he got a palindrome for baby Luke right there.
I mean, palindrome. Is that a new name for it? Palindrome?
What? Palindrome. I said palindrome.
Oh.
I'm the one saying it right, Randy.
I thought I was going to get to meet. Now I'm really bummed out. Can I take the rest of the day off?
No. Kane Kenton says, we don't need another hero. That is the classic Tina Turner song from Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, which I don't understand because it's Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, but most of the movie takes place in the Thunderdome. So why do they call it Beyond the Thunderdome?
Well, because he had to get beyond the Thunderdome. He had to conquer and then leave.
I was looking forward to seeing what was beyond the Thunderdome, and you really, you don't get to see it. So I feel like that's false advertising. But what do you expect from an anti-Semitic piece of garbage like Mel Gibson? You know what I'm saying? Tina Turner should be ashamed of herself, but I don't think she knew what he was at the time. Fish Tank says, spoiler alert, Spider-Man gets bit by a spider, and Bruce Banner, if you make him angry, he becomes Lou Ferrigno.
What?
Oh, that was true back in the 70s. Yeah. Mars Bars 805 says, go Kings. They're going to take care of business against the Yotes.
Yeah, the Kings and pretty much everybody else in the NHL enjoy that game, okay?
Yeah, that's not one you probably brag about.
I don't know. Yeah, this rebuilding team that's starting from scratch again.
Yeah,
we're beating them.
Ooh, you badass. Can I give you some more good news?
Please.
The U.S. women's soccer team has reached an agreement to end their battle with the United States Soccer Federation over equal pay. Only took 30 damn years, but here we are. Players are going to split a $22 million settlement, which is about a third of what they had sought in damages. Another $2 million will be set aside to benefit players in their post-soccer careers, to help grow the sport for women as well. The USSF also committed to providing equal pay for the women's and men's national teams, including World Cup bonuses. Megan Rapino. Okay. She says, for our generation, knowing that they're going to leave the game in exponentially better place than when we found it is everything. That's what it's all about. Because to be honest, there is no justice in all of this if we don't make sure it never happens again. Well, there's an easy way to make sure you get equal pay. Don't be women.
Well,
I just haven't had Fed fan yell at me in a while. I'm kidding. This is the right thing to happen, and it's about damn time. So now equal pay, and again, you can't even give me any guff about men versus women and equal pay on this category, because the U.S. women's soccer team has performed way better than the men's team and gotten the shaft on that. So no, this is a very good thing. Don't at me, Fed fan. Here she is. Fed fan says, FYI, yesterday's date was not only a palindrome, but also an ambiogram, which means it can be read upside down.
Oh, damn.
And now I need an Ambien because I'm just going to go to hell to sleep.
Yeah. You got your Ambien with your power strokes, and I don't understand all of this. Can we just
here's another thing, Fed fan. It's not an ambiogram, but everything I do in Roman numerals.
Oh, geez.
Wait, maybe that's still an ambiogram.
That's it. I'm out.
You can't leave. You can't go. Then I get your live read money. All right, it's we'll be back, and I'm sure Randy will be back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now, you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
College basketball yesterday, Arizona State dropping to 6-10 in the Pac-12 as they fall to number 12 UCLA 66-52. They made a late run, but they could not get close enough to come back and get the win. Arizona State returning to action on Thursday when they play at Colorado. Number 2 Arizona, they are going to play at Utah coming up on Thursday night. And Arizona continues to have pretty good odds to win it all this year. Number 1 Gonzaga has the best odds to win the national championship at plus 400, but Arizona and Kentucky have the second best odds at plus 750. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic.
1580 The Fanatic is giving you the chance to experience Innings Festival, the ultimate 2-day spring training, music, and baseball celebration at Tempe Beach Park on February 26th and 27th. You'll see Tame Impala, St. Vincent, The War on Drugs, Philly Strings, and the Foo Fighters. Plus, meet over a dozen baseball legends, including Roger Clemens, Dave Stewart, and Rick Sutcliffe. Listen for your chance to win tickets good for both days. Innings Festival returns February 26th and 27th. Visit inningsfestival.com to view the full lineup and grab your tickets today.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-807-1981. 800-807-1981. 800-807-1981. That's 800-807-1981.
ADOT's I-10 Broadway Curve Improvement Project is in the works. It's an 11-mile stretch of Interstate 10 between Loop 202 and I-17. When complete, your travel time through the area will be reduced. Access to Sky Harbor, retail centers, and colleges will be improved. And the region will be able to better support a growing economy and more. Keep up with the project and traffic updates at i10broadwaycurve.com and stay ahead of the curve. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Department of Transportation.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
College basketball is on the Fanatic. Are you ready for the madness? GCU is charging through the WAC on a collision course for the big dance. Catch their games live on the home of GCU basketball. We catch up with the best the NCAA has to offer. When it comes to college basketball, we are your home for all the action. 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic. And always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Welcome back to the Daily Blender on this beautiful Wednesday. Rainstorms throughout the valley. I hope everybody is safe out there. Got a lot of much-needed rain, but it is nothing to be afraid of. I guess the high country got some snow. We'll find out more. Maybe I'll do a weather report later on from the Herm Solar 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center. I am the chief meteorologist here, but one of the things I love about Arizona is you don't know when you're going to get this rain, and when you get it, it's very refreshing. And just like that, I love betting on my favorite sports app, FanDuel Sportsbook, because they give you many options. It never looks the same any day you go there. They've got all sorts of prop bets. They've got all sorts of ways for you to multiply your winnings. And one of the ways is called Same Game Parlay Plus, and you can only find it on FanDuel. You can combine an NBA game and an NHL game, for example. So you could take a Suns game and work a parlay there with maybe Devin Booker. And then you can go to an NHL game, your favorite hockey team, maybe the Dallas Stars or something. And you can combine your parlays into one big parlay prop bet, or not a prop bet, your big parlay bet. And you can take a little investment, maybe $10, and turn it into a big score. And if you don't want to build your own same game parlay, you can check out this popular same game parlay section where you can join the bets other people have already designed. And if it looks good to you, it sounds good to you, jump in on it. 2 weeks ago, over 14,000 customers won a bit over $1 million during the Bucks-Lakers game. So if you're new to FanDuel, just go ahead and load that app now and sign up with FanDuel, promo code Randy1580 to get your first bet risk-free. Up to $1,000. Again, that's Randy1580 to get that FanDuel Sportsbook app and register on your phone and let them know by putting that code in there, Randy1580, that I sent you. Got to be 21 or older, present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as a non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
All right. So FedFan, for being cool about my joking later about the women's soccer team and all that, yes. I'm going to reward her now.
You're going to give her $1,000 in site credits.
No, I'm going to talk about tennis for about 30 seconds. Wow. So I guess at the Mexican Open, Alexander from Germany kind of lost his mind. He got frustrated during a couples match. What do you call it? Doubles. And he got mad. He got frustrated. So he was unhappy with the umpire. So he started hitting the umpire's little chair thing with his racket, hard.
Oh, no kidding.
He whack a couple times, yelling at the guy. Then he turned back around again, whack, and hit it some more times. And you watch the video on this, and the judge, the guy in the chair, he was really cool about it and all, but that was pretty bad. And so now he has been thrown out of the tournament, FedFan. And of course, you know he's going to be fined. I'm sure there's going to be some sanctions, and he's had some trouble in the past where he's had to pay some hefty fines for bad behavior and stuff.
What's this fellow's name again?
Alexander. It's like his name is basically like trying to start a car. on a cold day. Alexander Zverev. Zverev. Sounds about right.
All right.
That doesn't even sound German, if you're honest. Does that sound like a German name?
Zverev?
I'd like to introduce you to our son, Adolf Zverev. It doesn't come. Yeah.
Adolf?
It's not nearly enough phlegm for a German name. Yeah.
Doubles. Yeah, I don't know what the guy was saying. Fed fan says Zverev has to be careful because the ATP is investigating domestic abuse charges against him.
Oh, boy.
Domestic abuse? Well, he seemed like such an level-headed fella. Yeah, it's probably not good. Fish Tank says, hey, Major League Baseball, are you paying attention to this whole soccer deal? Get it done, damn it. Well, it wasn't a thing like that, though, Fish Tank.
No.
This is more about equal pay for men and women over here. From Major League Baseball, it's billionaires arguing with millionaires over who gets what cut of what. And that's pretty much it. Is there any update on that, Randy? Any update on Major League Baseball lockout day 84?
I haven't heard about today's meetings, but yesterday they did meet in person. And according to MLB, they feel like it's a step backwards because the players union asked for a raise to raise the minimum wage or the minimum pay scale again. And there was absolutely no talk about the competitive tax issue that's on the table. Basically, what the owners are trying to put if you will, a salary cap, and the owners don't, or the players don't want that. So everybody's still kind of frustrated about the whole process. Supposed to meet again today in person, and we'll see what happens. These guys need to get going, man. If they're serious about having, like Rob Manfred said, if these guys are serious about having the regular season, these guys got to get going. It's the 23rd of February. Spring training games were going to start this weekend, and they have not started. So, or maybe it was Monday. I forget. I've lost track of the calendar. I know pitchers and catchers were supposed to report last week, and I thought games were supposed to start this week or this weekend.
Yeah, I've got it this Saturday.
All right, there you go.
Supposed to start. So
there you go. If these this is week one of spring training gone. There's 3 more weeks before the regular season goes, and you guys got to get busy here. Got to get busy.
Yeah, but the general public, though, there's going to be 2 parts of this. One is I want to go out to spring training and get good and liquored up and have a good time like we always do every spring here in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Glendale. But the other part of that is everyone else is thinking 160 some odd games every season. It's all right if this thing starts a little late. And nothing's going to be harmed if you drop 10 games.
Well, I mean, I appreciate what you're saying, but let me tell you, having lived through a couple of strikes now, and having lived through a 200-plus day strike, the season will go just like that. It'll happen just like that. And again, Major League Baseball proposed a mediator. The players' union rejected that. They don't want a mediator. They want to work this out with the owners. The owners want somebody to come in and get this thing settled. And it sounds like the owners feel like a mediator coming in would make the union have some sort of concessions they don't want to make here. The union is very steadfast. They don't want to make any concessions. They want the owners to pay what they want. And that's it.
So FedFan says, thanks for that brief tennis information. Guess I'll just go watch a movie now. But instead, she's decided to go watch our YouTube feed. And she just asked, why is there a blow-up dog on Randy's couch?
Yeah, well, that's...
Because Cecil's lonely.
Well, that's Yoga Dog.
What the hell is Yoga Dog?
Well, my granddaughter, 2 of my granddaughters brought that over. And you're supposed to do exercise and not let Yoga Dog fall off your back. That's Yoga Dog.
Have you done the exercise?
Hell no. Are you kidding me? I can't even get down on one knee without getting back up with help. Are you kidding me? I had an MRI last night. It took 4 guys to get me up off the MRI table. You kidding me?
So are you in a tube when that happened?
MRI?
Yeah, when you got the MRI. Was that the
They
closed
had
one?
all sorts of. That's the closed eye. It was all
Clank, clank,
hands
clank,
up.
clank, clank,
Yeah,
clank,
and
clank.
all the noise. Okay, Mr. White. You got 37 minutes left. Here we go. Don't breathe. You go through the whole thing. Yeah.
So, but still, so if you're not using that for exercise, that's just a sex toy for Cecil, right? I mean, that's basically what it is.
I listen, I try to keep my dog happy.
We should have just said that's Cecil's girlfriend and we could have gone on with our lives.
Could have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there you go, Fed fan. Be sorry now that you asked. 888-368-1580. Speaking of spring training, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, Jeffrey, that Chicago Fest West thing that happens out there during spring training, is that still going to happen? The answer is yes. And then, of course, this is huge. The Innings Festival, where the Foo Fighters are going to be there, Tame Impala, St. Vincent, War on Drugs, Billy Strings, a whole bunch of bands, and a whole bunch of baseball legends, Roger Clemens, Dave Stewart, Rick Sutcliffe, and just a whole lot more that we don't have time to mention. But I am told that the event is still happening and no problem. And it's hell, who cares if the baseball players show up? You got the Foo Fighters.
Right.
This is one where I even was saying, hey, Ron, we got any extra passes there? And he's like, Keon already asked. And the answer is still no. And so I'm like, all right. And he says, but we do have a pair of wristbands to give away. And we're doing it on the Daily Blender tomorrow. These wristbands are $179 each. And we have a pair of them, which we will give away tomorrow here on the Daily Blender.
It's us lackeys here at the station. We don't get any free prizes. We don't get any free entrance or anything.
This was the only pair of wristbands that we got. This is such a hot ticket. That is all we got.
You know how much I put my heart and soul into that commercial? That commercial took me hours upon hours. I slaved over a hot microphone making that commercial. I had to have the Foo Fighters come in here and loop the intro to their song. Do you know how hard that is to get the Foo Fighters together and have them fly to Phoenix and play in the studio here at the Radio Ranch and have them just loop the song over and over?
But this is how exclusive these tickets are and how big a deal they are. Well, you personally, Randy, need to go to inningsfestival.com and that's where you have to get your tickets. So sorry. So, but these wristbands are for both days, by the way. So, sorry, Randy. Listen, all three of us would have liked to have gone.
I know we should have all three gone, taken our ladies with us, gone out there and enjoyed the Foos in concert.
I asked Radio Ron, I was like, so we only got 2 wristbands? And he's like, I'm driving under a bridge. And he hung up. So you might see him out there, but you won't see us out there. But
he tried to do that with me, but he was standing in his office at the same time. So
yeah, he forgets,
I'm like, Ron, you're standing right here.
And sometimes he thinks if he closes his eyes, you can't see him.
Yeah.
I haven't had the heart to tell him that doesn't work yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys, super fans of the Fourth Dimension, will have your chance to win these wristbands, these wrist passes for the Innings Fest tomorrow here on this very program. So be sure to tune in for that. Big deal right there. If Fish Tank says, speaking of Foo Fighters, have you seen the preview for the new movie? I can't tell if that's going to be funny or terrible. I expect it to be both. I love the Foo Fighters, and they've done some really good videos over the years. But they, I guess, as a band, got together and made a horror movie. And yeah, just search it on the YouTube whenever you got nothing else to do. It might be horrible. Yeah, it probably be funny. I don't know. I'm not into horror movies, so I'm not even the right person to talk to about that. Yeah, but if it features Foo Fighter music, how can I resist? I can't blame you. Can't blame you at all. Ralph from Harmon Solar says, hey, those wristbands, aren't they for the sponsor? Those are for the sponsor, right? No, sorry, Harmon. Sorry, Ralph. I mean, Robert Surprise says it's only Major League Baseball having issues. Does that include the fall ball players? Why don't they just extend that league for the Cactus League?
Well, the fall ball players are part of the players union, so they're not going to be out there playing.
Right. Does that mean there'll be no fall league then?
I don't think so. Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's too early to tell. But I can tell you this, guys. If you want to watch baseball,
Guys,
ASU is in action out at their stadium out there on what is it? 52nd Street in Van Buren, somewhere out there by the zoo, where the old Phoenix Muni Stadium is. You can go watch some quality baseball out there. The Sun Devils are in action out there.
Also, GCU clearly in action, and they just whooped Arizona's ass. So get in on some of that if you feel like it.
College ball is in action.
Get your fix there. Robert in Surprise says, also, I've been a horrible texter lately. Did you guys ever give your reactions to the hole-in-one at the TPC and the beer bath that followed?
Yeah, well, what happened there is we threw our beers against the screens. We've had to replace our screens. And
my wife was really mad.
Yeah. Yes, we gave our reactions.
Yeah, nobody told me it was what you're supposed to be there in person. You know,
right?
And I had just walked away because I didn't know the hole-in-one was coming and the tournament was coming to an end. So I was trying to get a good spot at 18, and I walked away from 16 a step early.
Jeffrey, next time that happens, we should just go into Ron's office and throw our beers in there.
Just chuck them wildly into his office.
Yeah, just throw them at Ron.
Next big sale, just like woo, and having our beer spinning and just spraying beer all over his office. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a handful of ways we leave this radio station.
Yeah.
I like
one of them.
They'll put that on the list. Ralph says the minor leaguers have already reported to spring training. They have their spring training regardless of what major league players do. Fish Tank says, I heard those wristbands will burn any Seahawk fan if it does make contact with skin. So sorry, Ralph.
Yeah.
Robert Surprise says, I read that. Blues. Okay, that's a long text. I'll tell you what, when we come back, we'll catch up with just the tips text, and then we have to move on to unpleasant things. I tried to start the show on positive notes because with some positive stuff, the big George having a baby, GCU whooping Arizona's ass, other things. We got these wristbands to give away on the Daily Blender tomorrow for the Innings Festival. Well, now it's time to talk ASU football. Boy. I think I have found the thing that is going to push the Fire Herm Edwards avalanche down the mountain. Now, will it actually work? Will it be happening? No, but there's going to be a lot of people, if they're not already upset, really upset. And I'll tell you why when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
At Panera, you can say yes to both of your cravings. We call it You Pick Two. And with over 465 pairings, you'll find a meal sure to satisfy any mood. Are you feeling both fresh and fun? Pick our Fuji apple salad with a new Thai chicken soup. Or maybe you're feeling classic and bold. Pair some creamy mac and cheese with our new Citrus Asian Crunch salad. Pick your perfect pair and order a You Pick Two today. Panera, the familiar made fantastic.
The second half of the NBA season is here, and you can turn every Thursday into payday with NBA on TNT on FanDuel Sportsbook. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. FanDuel is giving all customers $10 back every Thursday in site credit. Just bet a $10 or more same-game parlay on any NBA on TNT game. Same-game parlays let you combine the money line, point spread, player props, and more all into one wager. There's so many options on the NBA market. You can root for your favorite players or favorite teams. And win or lose, you'll guaranteed to get $10 added to your account. Get $10 back every Thursday in site credit. Win or lose with TNT Thursdays. If you're new to FanDuel, just sign up using promo code DALE1580, code DALE1580, exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. You must be 21 or older and present in Arizona. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus is $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
Your home has gone way up in value, but have you taken advantage of it? This is Rob Canier with a phenomenal opportunity to tap into some of your home equity, earning tax-free income and eliminating your mortgage payment while staying in your home as long as you want. With home prices leveling off, don't wait to learn more about the new reverse mortgage. This is a safe and proven money-saving and tax-free income opportunity for homeowners age 62 and older. Call me, Reverse Rob, and learn more today at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Okay, you're back to dining out, but there's dining and there's dinnertainment. Get ready for an amazing dining experience like none you've ever had at Kasai Japanese Steakhouse in Scottsdale. When it comes to Asian cuisine, nobody does it better or more authentic than Kasai, where talented teppan chefs create the food, the fire, and the fun of teppanyaki. Choose from over 30 different items and combinations of teppanyaki, Asian fusion, and innovative sushi. Kasai Japanese Steakhouse. It's not just dinner, it's dinnertainment. A memorable dining experience where delicious 7-course meals prepared right at your table with flair. It's a perfect choice for celebrations, date night, or a night on the town. Happy hour is always on fire and offered daily with specials on teppanyaki, sushi, cocktails, and more. Book your night of fun right now. Visit KasaiScottsdale.com. That's KASAI Scottsdale.com or call 480-607-1114. That's 480-607-1114. We'll see you there.
We've got the Big P podcast.
Fantastic.
Never miss your favorite host,
That big interview.
or your favorite show again.
That's just about the most fantastic scheme I've had to date.
Check out our podcast library. Download your favorite shows you want to hear and listen to it whenever and wherever you want. It's like audio magic.
My.
Get your ear on now at 1580thefanatic.com.
The Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So tonight we got GCU in action in basketball. They are at Chicago State at 5:45 p.m. So hey, Randy, we get to go home early. Woo! Every 15 minutes matters. All right. And then, of course, over on Money Radio 1510, we got Millennium versus Sunrise Mountain. It's 5A girls. I think it's semifinals for the state championship at 7 p.m. So a lot going on tonight.
Did
of course.
Did you see the last night's game that was live here on 1580 The Fanatic? Did you see what happened there?
I heard it was a crazy finish. I knew that something went down.
Well, it was so damn crazy that it ended up as the #1 top play on the 4-letter network.
No, I didn't know that. Keon,
yeah.
fill us in. What happened?
Yeah, it was a crazy game going down to the wire. Massive comeback from Mesquite, playing the St. Mary's last night, and a 3/4 court last second buzzer beater to give Mesquite the W at the end of the game.
Wow.
Absolutely bonkers game. Just the back and forth. But that finish was just cold-blooded.
So it was a great game by both teams, but in the end, Mesquite with you could call it luck, you could call it skill, but a crazy shot by Mesquite it takes down St. Mary's in 4A boys. So there you go. Yeah. Listen, don't act like some of these high school sports ain't exciting, because they are, damn it. They are. And of course, tonight we've got that game. And then on Thursday, we got Perry at Xavier Prep. That's the girls at 7:30 p.m. And then on Friday, we don't know yet till they tell us, because a lot of these semifinal games are in action. And then next week is crazy. Next week for the AIA high school basketball, we're going to have a crap ton of games. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We got double headers each night for state championship basketball here on 1580 Fanatic. It'll happen right after the Daily Blender. I asked them, wouldn't you like to start at like 4? They're like, no, we're good at 6. No, seriously, man, like 3:30. They could come at 3. And they're like, no, we're good. We're good. Yeah. And I'm like, well, how about that? They said, listen, leave us alone. All right. All right. Don't have to shout. Sorry. Cool, man. We'll get our time during.
Man.
We'll get our time during March Madness. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. Scratch me because says, I just realized when Jeffrey says, all right, he sounds like Quagmire from Family Guy. I don't know. I know he goes giggity giggity, but I'd never heard him say, all right. Is that something he does?
I haven't watched Family Guy in so long. I actually can't remember. I'm trying.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, maybe that's where I picked it up. Or I don't know. I feel like I've been doing that for years, Randy. Haven't I been doing that since the 90s?
I don't notice. I don't know.
But you're probably right, Scratch Me, because who knows?
Yeah.
Jeff the Tip says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Hockey talk. Coyotes GM Bill Armstrong is pretty much exactly what he did. He's doing what he did when he helped the Blues win their 2019 Cup, cleanse the roster of bad contracts, ill-fitting players, amass a huge amount of draft picks. The Blues salaries he paid for the Cup win was middle of the road for forwards and defensive men and top 5 for goalies. So Coyotes, they'll win a Cup in 3 years.
Well, I mean, I'm very excited to hear that that estimation. I know that the Coyotes have made a move or 2 moves in the last couple of days, and what they've gotten was with draft picks. So it seems to fit that MO. But man, that would be something, especially if we're playing in a 5,000 seat arena when we win the Cup. All right, let's go, Coyotes! Huh? Nobody can get a damn ticket, but all right,
I have a feeling if it ends up being the Stanley Cup, that the NHL is going to throw a bucket of money at Robert Sarver and say, "Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, we're in the ASU multi-purpose arena. Let's go get your tickets now. They're only $87,000 a piece."
I just love the dude, the head guy from the NHL trying to make everybody believe, no, this is exactly what we want. No, this is listen, they have snow cones at concessions. Okay. And the girl that works there, she's usually there a little bit later in the game because she has classes. But I'll tell you what, those are some damn good snow cones.
The Snack Shack.
Oh my God, the Snack Shack! Don't even get me started.
Truly an underrated experience.
Listen, it's a very intimate, the intimate confines of the ASU multipurpose building. The Coyotes will take on the Rangers. Come on, man, this is crazy.
And by the way, so at least with what Just the Tip is saying about the GM Bill Armstrong and saying there's a brighter future ahead. Keep that close to your heart tonight when the Coyotes play the Kings. Because you're going to need to hold on to that hope. You're going to need
listen, the Coyotes have had some upsets this year.
Yeah,
it's
they
been
have.
kind of fun on occasion.
But don't expect it.
Yeah, they come out of the box and they, something happens with the earth and the universe and they end up getting a win.
But you can't always expect that. It happens. Be thrilled about it. If you're a fan, you're going to watch every game and, go in there with, like I said, tempered expectations, root them on. But better times are ahead. And when they get those upsets, that means better times ahead could even come sooner, but it's not now.
But wouldn't you like to be the guy that had the inside scoop somehow and you could put $1,000 down on the Coyotes to beat the Kings tonight and they end up winning and you're like $10,000 or $100,000 or something.
Did you look at the odds on their FanDuel thing?
No, I haven't looked it up, but wouldn't that be funny? You put a C note down, you come out a rich man.
You know what? I might just put $1 on them tonight, just because you said that. I'm serious. I'm going to put $1 on the Coyotes to win, just because you said that, Randy.
I'm still stinging from the Phoenix Open and the Daytona 500. I might wait a little bit.
Well, it's not about stinging. It's just about it. Like I say, it's a numbers game, and and also making sure that your strategy makes more sense. My strategy really paid off in the Phoenix Open. Totally did not on the Daytona 500. So now I'm learning. It's like, all right, make sure you know what the hell you're talking about.
Your strategy paid off in the Phoenix. It was a lucky bet.
Exactly. That's my strategy. I have lucky bets, and I've turned it out. It's like, well, maybe that's not going to work because it didn't work at the Daytona 500. I picked the guy who won accidentally and thought, just like buying a lottery ticket. And there's like, oh, you want to buy this ticket? Oh, I better take that. That's what I did. I took that weird lottery ticket and I won with it. So, I got to think of maybe knowing what I'm doing is probably a better strategy. I'm going to try that next. But why not for fun? If the odds are so good, put $1 on the Kings and see what happens. I'm going to do it.
On the Kings or $1 on the
Coyotes. Yeah. Against the Kings. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
$1 on the Kings would probably get me 10 cents. So
you won.
Watermelon says the good thing about the Coyotes leaving Glendale is we could probably rent it for pretty cheap to have a remote party. Oh, the arena? Go out the arena?
Oh, yeah.
Only if they leave the ice so we can skate on it. But I'm pretty sure they've already torn all that out by now, right?
No, that the ice. Don't you remember, Jeff Coe, when we were involved with the Roadrunners years ago?
Yeah.
The ice is actually a set of piping that's underneath the concrete. So they flood the floor of the concrete, and then the ice is made from those pipes underneath the concrete there. It gets so cold out, it makes the ice. That's how they do that.
How long does it take from start to finish to get the ice?
When I was dealing with the guys at the Coliseum, now remember this is the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. They said it took a couple of hours for the ice to form, and then a couple hours after that for it to set. So it's like a 4-hour process. That's
quick.
The Coliseum. But I would imagine with the Foot Fungus Arena, it'd be much, or the Glendale Arena, it'd be quicker.
I had no idea.
Look, these guys in New York City and some of these Los Angeles, they got to turn that arena around in a matter of hours, 12 hours. So it's got to be a quick process.
Well, I would imagine if the unthinkable happens while the Coyotes are at ASU, that I'm sure hockey will make a deal. So Rye Guy says, Jeffrey, you're going to lose that $1. All right. Well, so I lose the $1, but who knows? It's the same $2 I lose on the lottery. Why not? Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, you already getting COVID brain today? Ready. Could you please pour me a hot toddy on this cold, rainy day, please? Dude, I may have a little COVID brain when I'm talking, but calling Randy ready, well, you got COVID fingers, buddy. COVID fingers. Although that I shouldn't say that. That was a real symptom, wasn't it?
Or sausage fingers. One of the two.
Yeah. Are you calling Boomer Sooner fat?
Might just have fat thumbs.
I've met Boomer Sooner. He's not going to take kindly to that.
Okay. Well,
he keeps track of crap like that.
Well, we know Boomer Sooner keeps track of everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, we put it off long enough, and I keep looking over at the clock. I'm like, can we do other things for 4 minutes? Because I don't have any joy in what we're about to talk about when it comes to Herm Edwards and the ASU football situation. Okay. Things are not looking great. And if you keep staring at the situation, you might be like lulled into thinking it's not so bad. But then when you look around you, you start to see how bad the situation for the Sun Devils is starting to become. And I worry about that billboard on the I-10. The billboard we love so much. The one year it just said no pity for the kitty, 70 to 7. And then they went and redid it, and they put the scores for all the last 5 wins against Arizona. I'm worried about that billboard. That's how bad things have become. I am worried that we will not beat Arizona next year. And let me tell you why. Here's the headline. Arizona recruiting 4-star quarterback Braden Dorman. He is committed to the Wildcats on CBS. So now you're saying, okay, so a 4-star recruit decides to go to Arizona. He was thinking of Colorado, Iowa, Mississippi, and Oregon, but he says, no, I think I'll go to Arizona. And see, here's the thing. Arizona has people coming in. We got quarterbacks going out, and I don't see any new 5-star recruits coming in. So here's the thing about Herm Edwards. He's supposed to be the recruiter, right? He's brought in NFL personnel to show guys, well, this is a place you should be because you'll get your NFL sensibilities here. And who's he recruiting? Who has Herm Edwards recruited this year?
I mean, in the last calendar year, damn near nobody. And that's the reason why you're looking at a team right now that's at the bottom of the Pac-12 in the last recruiting cycle. This is not good. And I mean, I guess you could try and search through the transfer portal. That is a way to do it. But I think there's got to be a balance there. You've got to recruit well, and you've got to use the transfer portal. This method where we're only using the transfer portal, which is what has been happening, and I know that the investigation might have something to do with that, it is not helpful. It's not going to work. And yeah, the fact that you got a 4-star quarterback and Arizona gets him, that's bad news.
6'4", 206 pounds. He's the number 1 player coming out of the state of Colorado, threw for 2,765 yards, 30 touchdowns. And he did that as a junior in high school. I'm not going to sit here and read this kid's resume. We're going to get to see it in action next year, I'm sure. And, they also have 3-star cornerback Canyon Moses coming to Arizona in 2023. So, you see that happening south of the border in that horrible town. And now here's Herm Edwards after scandal, nothing to show for his recruiting. So unless he's got some secrets, unless somebody's going to pop up out of nowhere, it don't look good for ASU football, does it?
Doesn't seem likely. No, doesn't seem likely.
This is the moment that the Fire Herm Edwards avalanche it was going to start to pick up speed. When we come back, I'll tell you what's stopping that. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hi, this is Nick LaCapria with the Daily Sports Quiz. The Los Angeles Clippers have definitely had some highs and lows through the years, but they weren't always the Los Angeles Clippers. Do you know what city the LA Clippers originated in? The answer coming up.
Sports updates on Phoenix teams, sports trivia about Phoenix sports, top picks, and much more. All at phoenixsports.digital. Here's a bonus sports trivia question from Nick LaCapria's Sports Trivia Library. Who is the last National League team to win 2 World Series in a row? See the answer at phoenixsports.digital. Your source for all things sports. phoenixsports.digital. Log on now.
The answer to today's Daily Sports Quiz, what city did the Clippers originate in? Well, you might think San Diego, and yes, they were the San Diego Clippers at one time, but it all started in Buffalo in 1970. The same year the Cleveland Cavaliers and Portland Trailblazers came into the league, so did the Clippers.
The Renaissance Festival is back! Huzzah! Weekends now through April 3rd. Great shopping, a giant crafts market. New shows featuring seafarers, mermaids, and merriments. Non-stop feasting and more. The Renaissance Festival is back. Weekends now through April 3rd. Discount tickets available at Bashas' and Food City or Arizona.renfestinfo.com. Presented by Delta Airlines, Bashas', Food City, Pepsi, Budweiser, and Guinness.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with Premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K, how convenient.
Contractors, listen up. This is Bruce Jacobs. Are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go, serving all types of contractors of any size and license in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit cbialliance.com.
We're on a mission to connect every Arizona service member, veteran, and their families to the support and resources they deserve. If you or someone you know needs assistance with benefits, health care and wellness, employment, or housing, visit connectveterans.org or call 866-4AZ-VETS right now to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Arizona Coalition for Military Families, the Arizona Department of Veterans Services, and Arizona's Be Connected partners.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time. Time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studio in Scottsdale. And as we were talking about at the end of the last hour, Arizona got a hotshot recruit, Braden Dorman from Colorado. He's a 4-star recruit. And ASU has nothing but a scandal. No real recruits or people who are coming down the pipe there to say, hey, I want to be on that team. And I understand it's all probably to do with that scandal, with the whole dead period, recruiting issue. Well, so I guess Michael Crow came along and he said Herm Edwards was not part of the Arizona State alleged recruiting violations, the ones that the NCAA is investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Michael Crow is the school president. He's the bigwig at ASU. And I get, so you're trying to tell me that his assistants operated totally without his knowledge. Okay, so what does that tell you? That's admitting no institutional control, except for the part where he took pictures with these people. So that's kind of a smoking gun there, Crow. So what this means is Crow trying to protect his AD, trying to protect his coach. So they are going to isolate Herm Edwards from all of this, and the rest of them are going to burn. Who has burned so far? Let remind you, Zach Hill had resigned. Let's see, Antonio Pierce, he resigned this month and went on to NFL to be an assistant. There other people have had to pay the price for all of this. So for Herm Edwards, a man who says of character, to go ahead and play these cards that Michael Crow has helped him with. That's just not a good look. That's not a good look. So how does Michael Crow now justify the fact that your recruiting head coach can't recruit his way out of a paper bag?
Well, I don't think Herm was ever the recruiting head coach. There were other people that did that.
Oh, Marvin Lewis was in town. Antonio Pierce was in town.
Antonio Pierce is now gone. But I think the very damning evidence on this is the photographs, or at least a photo that was included in that NCAA dossier that was sent in, showing Herm Edwards showing a recruit around the ASU weight room during that dead period. So, I mean, if President Crow is saying that he didn't do anything wrong, and they have a physical a piece of evidence like that, President Crow, are you aware what you're saying? But as far as to say that ASU doesn't have any qualified recruits, now keep in mind they have not had any four-star, new freshman, incoming freshman type of things. But Paul Tyson is on the schedule, or on the roster. That's the kid that's the he's the
he transferred out of Alabama.
Yeah, redshirt junior. He's got 2 years of eligibility left. This guy's a 6'5" quarterback coming out of Alabama. So we have a pretty talented quarterback to fill in where Jaden Daniels left off. But I do get your concern, Jeffrey. I think this is very damning evidence against Herm, and we'll have to kind of wait and see how this thing plays out.
And it would be damning without the photo. The photo makes it worse, but there's no head coach. No one is going to believe this. I don't know if Michael Crow just thinks if he lobs it out there, the NCAA will just bite and maybe back off. I don't know. There is no head coach where you're recruiting and bringing players on campus and the head coach doesn't know. It's simply, you're the CEO of the program. That's what they hire you to be and do. If that's happening and you have no idea, like you said, it's the lack of institutional control. And at that point, the NCAA is dinging people for that too. So that doesn't give you any kind of respite from whatever hammer they plan on dropping from.
Yeah, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I do love ASU.
Mm-hmm.
I care very deeply about what happens there. I don't want to pile on and be mean about it. But the fact of the matter is, it was under his watch that we ended up in this ginormous mess. And I'm not one of those guys. I'm not. Fire the guy. That's Big George's job. And I don't like to jump on those sorts of bandwagons. But as I look at Arizona, a garbage football school starting to get a 4-star recruit, while ASU is there might be a couple of bright spots, but it ain't what we need. It's not what we should have. It's not what this program promised us, basically. You have to start thinking about it. You have to start thinking about it. Now, Michael Crow protecting Herm Edwards. Okay. So I guess Herm Edwards, unless the NCAA investigation is so clearly, whoops his ass on this, that there's no denying it, then Michael Crow has to walk back all the things he said. which is possible. But yeah, Herm Edwards is going to continue to be the coach for ASU. What he's going to coach, I don't know. A lot of losses, I think now.
And I don't think that it's going to be a sudden thing. Maybe next year they're still an 8-9 win football team, and maybe next year they're still better than you, Arizona, because all of these players that they're bringing in, these people are freshmen. But how you build successful football that lasts 3, 4, 5 years, that you're doing what Arizona is doing right now, where you're getting these recruits. You can't be 12th out of the 12 teams in the Pac-12 recruiting cycle. And expect to have long-term success. You just can't.
Yeah. So somebody give me some hope. Can somebody give me some hope?
The hope that I can give you is maybe what Michael Crow says is enough, and the NCAA backs off, calls off their dogs a little bit, and that frees Herm Edwards up to get some guys on his staff that can recruit, and you get right back in the wagon in the 2023 cycle and not lose too much in the process. But you don't want to have 2 bad recruiting cycles in a row, because you're toast if that happens. So if they can get back in the flow of things, I mean, you have 1 down year, that doesn't necessarily kill you. 2, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Hefty Lefty says, sometimes things you love require a tough love lens to look through. And I guess that's what I am doing. Listen, I am brutally honest, and I try to be realistic about my Indianapolis Colts. And I've been that way about the Suns, and I've been that way about every team that I love. And I hate this. I've never had to stand here on a radio and look at a situation and don't say, he should probably be fired. And if Crow don't see it, maybe he should be too. And maybe take out all 3. Take out Crow, take out the athletic director, take out her members, because they did wrong. And the wrong they did, I'm saying the coaching staff, the wrong they did has crippled this program probably for 4 to 6 years. I mean, is that an exaggeration, Keon?
I don't think that's an exaggeration. If the NCAA drops the hammer on you and limits your ability to recruit, apart from the fact that that's just going to scare potential prospects from coming to ASU, because I don't want to go there. They're not getting any players. It's going to just straight up limit, even if you had the greatest recruiters out there, it's just going to limit the potential talent you can add to your roster. Or if they knock out postseason play, that's another reason that you're going to have a difficulty recruiting. It's going to be really tough.
So here we are. So that is what's going on. That is what happened. That I think the fans are going to be grumpy towards Herm Edwards, but he's not going to get fired, because Crow has his back to have his own back to have his 80s back. That's all there is to it. 888-368-1580. Mr. Wilbur says, and wait till Jaden Daniels comes back crying and asking to be taken back by your silly little program because nobody wants him because he's not really a Division I quarterback. Listen, Mr. Wilbur, I would expect that you would jump on this as a Arizona fan. So respectfully, let's just stay level-headed. When I say kiss my ass, Mr. Wilbur. Fed Fam says, I had people trash me when I said it was a mistake to hire Hermy. Guess I'm not so stupid after all. Listen, Herm Edwards has been good for the program up to this. He has been good for the program up to this, and I've been on the Herm train. And for all the things he did right, I got no problem with him. But this right here is not just the bad thing that happened, but now what comes next. I guess in hindsight, Fed Fan, you look like a genius. But up until now, I wouldn't trash you, but I would have disagreed. Boomer Sooner says, yeah, Jeffrey, I know some ASU grads up here, a couple of buddies. They're not very happy with old Herm Edwards in the way the program's going. I think Herm's just soaking the college for that salary. I can't believe they haven't done more than they have. They got to fire Herm, he says.
Well, I can't believe that Herm Edwards would be soaking anybody for a salary. He has plenty of money.
He also wouldn't go ahead and let them have violations against NCAA rules for recruiting. So do you really know Herm? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't believe that he's soaking the college for salary. He's got plenty of money. He lives in, he lives in La Jolla, California. I mean, the guy's got everything he could ever want. He's got more money. He knows what to do with. I don't think I think that's unfair to say that he's sitting there soaking the college for money. Now, was he involved in this situation? Certainly seems like it, doesn't it? But until the investigation is complete, I don't know how we can judge so quickly. Now, I will say this. The team hasn't performed up to specs. The team hasn't performed up to expectations. So I could see relieving him of his duties because of that. So yes, I said duties.
His net worth comes in at $8 million, but his salary from ASU is 3.7. So to give you an idea, that could be a guy soaking stuff because, $8 million by at least relative terms, not that much money, Randy.
Just saying. I don't think he is, but.
And by the way, Boomer Sooner wants you to know that northern Phoenix and the Anthem area, there's snow-capped foothills at 1,200 feet.
Well, that's nice, huh? How about that?
Somebody asked me, is there snow over at the studios there in Scottsdale? And I'm like, no, hell doesn't freeze over. No. Yeah. First and 15. Any recruiting violations related to the scamdemic should be null and void. Oh, don't get political.
And it's not about, if you want to make it political, just put that to the side for a second. There is a recruiting period that all of these programs agreed, we're not bringing students on campus. Then you brought students on campus, giving you a recruiting advantage nobody else had. That can't be null and void. So you broke the agreement.
Right. First and 15 doesn't matter what you think about, Joe Rogan and, horse shots versus science. It doesn't matter what you think from the trailer park mind you have. What really matters is there's a rule. They broke it. That's what they're up against.
Well, they got caught breaking it. Let's put it that way. They in Tennessee got caught.
Well, Tennessee got caught giving actual bags of money to kids. So that's they're dumber than look.
Well, they're also being investigated for a very similar situation.
Yeah.
The recruiting during the dead period. These are the only two schools that got caught doing it. Come on,
Tennessee would have been in trouble at any point in time. You cannot give bags of cash to kids coming to school.
I know, but you can't tell me that like an Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, some of those big schools we're not doing the same thing. They just did not get caught.
I don't think that. Well, I think the bigger schools. Come on, I think the bigger schools don't have to. I'm sitting there listening to Nick Saban on Zoom chats, just basically saying, "We're Alabama. Come here and you win rings." Alabama wouldn't even have to do that. But the fact of the matter is, bringing the students on campus, busing them in. I don't know how you do that and don't get caught.
I agree with you 110% there. But I have a feeling.
I think that you are singularly stupid if you actually brought the kids on campus. Like maybe other schools brought them somewhere else, met them at their home, which they weren't supposed to do. That's a little easier to get away with. I can believe that other schools did that. But when you brought them on campus, you did something impossibly stupid. Because how do you get away with that? You've got a bunch of teenagers coming. They're excited to be here. They're taking pictures of each other, of you, of the campus. That's the point of bringing them on campus.
Yeah, I'm not going to get involved with, the everybody does it argument and, you're naive. And no, there's a rule. You broke it. They caught you. Here are the consequences. This is what you get for that. What other people do, I don't care about what other people do. I care about what the ASU does. I care about what they do, and then after that, what the effect it has on what they put out there on the field. I've only asked one damn thing of ASU: beat Tucson. That's it. I don't care about everything. We didn't make it to the tournament.
Go 1-11.
Sure.
Just that one win is U of A.
I've had very low expectations. And
the bar's not that high.
Happy when things go well, okay when they don't. But as long as you keep beating Tucson, I'm a happy man.
I just think that, and maybe Tennessee went about it correctly. Tennessee, the moment that they realized they got caught, fell on the sword, fired their head coach, Jeremy Pruitt, didn't wait for anybody to investigate or tell them, and just opened up all the books and invited the NCAA in. And I think that maybe kicking the can down the road right now is also hurting ASU.
Hefty Lefty says, you can't give money to kids anymore? Oof, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. Fish Tank says, is 1st and 15 known for a lot of false starts? No, I'm pretty sure 1st and 15, that's for pass interference. You get 15 yards on pass interference, right? Point of the foul. Or no, wait. I guess
that's more than 15. Depending on where the
That's a good question. What are the first and 15 penalties? It's not false start. That's just 5-yard penalty.
Yeah,
which then creates first and 15. Yeah.
So
what else would give you a 15-yard? I guess there's no such thing as first and 15 unless the offense did. What other 5-yard penalties can you get on first down?
I mean, holding, right?
No, that's
Holding's
10 yards.
10.
Oh, that is 10.
Offsides, false start.
Is that so?
Illegal
Offsides or
motion.
false start? That's the same kind of thing, really.
Well,
offsides is defense. False start is offense.
Illegal motion. You know, too many men in the huddle or whatever they call it.
Is that a 5?
I think that's a 5.
I'm gonna go. We'll go with what you said, Fish Tank. False start. Mr. Wilbur says, not only does my school, Arizona, have the #1 recruiting class in the Pac-12, don't forget we're also number 2 in the country in basketball. In my mind, Mr. Wilbur, you're always the number 2.
U of A.
Jagdog says, Keon, what are your thoughts on Coach Dan Hurley being ejected for pumping up the crowd in the UConn versus Villanova game? They actually gave him a double technical for just trying to pump up the crowd.
He had gotten a technical because he was yelling at a referee about a no call. So he got the T there.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and started, jacking up the crowd, and they teed him up again.
Yeah, but it was directly coming off of the incident with the official.
That's awesome.
Which is why they're going to give you that technical, because then the officials are going to take it like you're showing up the official, which they don't like and have the power to enforce.
So what do you think of this? Is this another referee making the game about himself, or do you think that was the right call?
No, I think the ref was over the line there. It's just, if the guy's pumping up the crowd and he's not facing you and he's not being demonstrable in your face, it's hard for me to justify an official giving a guy a coach in college basketball, where that's massively important, and tossing him out the game.
First and 15 says delay of game would work as well. Well, no, after your last text, we're just going to say that was a false start. Big Kev says, is it just me, or would ASU have been a lot smarter just keeping old Todd Graham? I remember him consistently averaging 7 to 10 wins a season, going to bowl games consistently, only losing 2 losing seasons, no NCAA violations I can recall of. Herm has basically been the status quo with an investigation now.
I mean,
but Todd Graham, I'm sorry, Keon. Todd Graham just had to resign from the University of Hawaii amid speculation they were going to bring some sort of charges against him for abusive treatment, or I forget what it was, but I read that. But he's no longer at University of Hawaii because they didn't like him yelling, I guess.
And also his own son transferred away.
It tells you something.
his own son entered the transfer portal to get away. Yeah. So there must be something there.
Something to it, right?
But yeah, I do think that when you have a coach that gets you 7 to 10 a year, at some point the aspirations get a little bit bigger, and 7 to 10 a year winds up not being enough. And so you got to take that swing and try and get another coach in there to build on what that first coach did.
So you remember yesterday we were talking about old Michigan State coach Tom Izzo and saying that, you don't want to get rid of that handshake line. I don't know if you saw, but that was a real awkward handshake line for him after his team got their asses whooped. And I hate even bringing that up because, as you know, Radio Ron, owner of the station, is, of course, a big Michigan State fan. But the Schadenfreude was just the needle was going off the charts on that as he's going down there. He had that same look in his face, like when parents say they have to eat peas so they can convince their kids they're yummy.
Yeah,
these are great. Good game.
It's weird that Tom Izzo was the handshake spokesperson there, because he is a pretty intense coach and he has had some chippy moments himself. So it's just interesting.
Yeah. All right. We have to take a break. When we come back, let's change gears a little bit. We got a whole stack of NFL stuff to talk about. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Is there anything better than the sound of 3 races breathing life into a new NASCAR season? What about if it's at a state-of-the-art facility with stunning views of the Estrella Mountains and a famous, only one-of-its-kind hillside? Well then, you must be talking about Phoenix Raceway. Nascar Weekend at Phoenix Raceway, March 11th through the 13th. Get your tickets today at phoenixraceway.com.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K, how convenient.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to babbel.com today. That's BABBEL.com.
Bruce Jacobs here again from my friends at ProCopy. For the last year, you've heard me talk about how ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available for over 20 years, plus their outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. Now part of Flex Technologies Group, they are committed to ProCopy's industry leadership and excellence. Whether you have branches anywhere in the U.S. or right here in Arizona, you can count on ProCopy and Flex Technologies for all your office equipment needs. They focus on print, document management, document production, and managed IT, representing the best brands such as Canon and Ricoh. They proudly serve over 35,000 customers nationally. They still remain a local company and continue to give back to the community. The ProCopy Foundation has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Give them a call, 602-PRO-COPY. That's 602-776-2679, and tell them Bruce Jacobs sent you.
We just can't help it. We have to do it. It's in our DNA. At 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, we have to bring you the most epic moments in sports. NCAA football, NASCAR racing, Arizona Magnus football, golf, biggest hitters, March Madness, NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl. Yeah, we can't help it. We are 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Tonight, GCU is at Chicago State at 5:45 p.m. And of course, they're back on Saturday, same time, against Sam Houston here on 1580 The Fanatic. Phil Mickelson. Here's my Phil Mickelson imitation. Ready? That's him backpedaling. He's backpedaling like his life depends on it because he pissed off the Saudis. And they're scary mother effers to get involved with. We know they killed Washington Post reporter and U.S. resident Jamal Khashoggi and have a horrible record on human rights. They execute people over there just for being gay. Knowing all this, why would I even consider it? Because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reshape how the PGA Tour operates. And that got out, and he's like, "Whoo, I think I'll take some time off."
He also was very critical of the PGA Tour, calling them greedy, selfish, self-seeking, and he was looking for a way to try to get involved in this Saudi Gulf league, I guess.
Can I just say something though? Nothing he said was untrue. Now, if let's say I'm the guy he's talking about, let's say instead of it being the Saudis, it says that Jeffrey O'Brien. That is one scary mother effer to get involved with. He killed a guy and he executes people. Blah blah blah. Well, if I know if that's true or not, and if I think it's true, I'm like, you're damn right. You tell them we're scary because we're scary. So how is that embarrassing or hurting the Saudi Arabian situation when they know that is what they are? And so why would they get upset? That's what they call street cred.
Well, I think that the Saudis took offense to that. Some in the golf world, including
it's fake offense.
Well, whether it's fake or not, some of the golf world, some of his associates in the golf world, Rory McIlroy was extremely upset about what he said about.
What does he golf with the Saudis?
Well, yes, he does. He spent a lot of time there in the European tour, and he goes back there quite often, and is in the Saudi peninsula there. He's also in the Dubai and Kuwait. He's all through that region there, making all kinds of money. So of course he's going to be extremely upset about that.
It's funny because he was making comments to Alan Shipnuck, who's writing a biography, and I think he was just trying to sort of show himself as somebody who's fighting for the golfers, and he's trying to make a difference, and he's trying to show himself. See what I'm doing? I'm sticking my neck out with these scary Saudis to try to do something for the game. That's exactly how his whole little paragraph there ended, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to reshape how the PGA Tour operates. So Phil Mickelson, in trying to build himself up, accidentally cut the legs off of the Saudi situation to make himself look taller. And now the Saudi people are like, oh, no, you didn't. And so this is a very bad position. If I'm Phil Mickelson, I'm changing my name, moving to Canada.
Well,
I mean, you don't mess with them. You don't mess with these people.
Sometimes when you get so, when your ego gets to such a size, you feel like you can say anything, and then you realize all of a sudden you cannot say just anything.
I don't know if he thought that there was going to be blowback from it, like because he didn't specifically say it into a microphone or to a camera.
Just to a guy writing a book.
Yeah, but maybe when the book comes out,
you thought he wouldn't get shot then?
It'll be framed a little bit differently, but as opposed to all of these quotes coming out, and I don't even get to brace myself or prepare for the backlash. It's just here it all is. And he didn't get to, even sculpt the narrative a little bit. I do think that he's backpedaling now because, of course, and of course, a lot of these people feigning outrage are feigning outrage financially.
Right. Yeah. Protecting their own money.
Yeah. They're not feigning outrage because they're actually hurt that the Saudis were offended. Mm-hmm. And so I don't think he anticipated the level of offense that people were going to take to his comments.
If I'm one of Phil Mickelson's friends, fellow golfers, I'm going to have fun with a laser pointer. That's all I'm going to say. There will be fun with a laser pointer. No. Phil's going to look down and see a little laser dot in his shirt and go, ah! They're here. The Saudis are here. I would probably do that for months.
Do you hire a taste tester if you're Phil Mickelson?
Yeah, Phil's got to start answering the phone. No, Phil Mickelson's not here. No. Oh, no. Mr. Mickelson's not here.
No.
Oh, no. Scratch me because says Phil Mickelson should change his name to Tiger Woods. That's a smart thinking.
Wow.
There. That's smart thinking right there.
Wow.
Boogie says, he was talking about what we were talking about with the ASU a minute ago. He says, you want your program to have high expectations, 7 to 8 wins a year, unacceptable. 9 to 10 wins, that's acceptable. Herm needs a win in a big way this year, or we need to clean house.
Yeah, I think so. After last season, yes, I would expect that.
Hot dog water is back.
Oh boy.
Thought you should know. Just a Tip says, so you're watching a documentary called Family Guy the other day, and apparently the star of the documentary, Peter Griffin, got too smart, and to dumb him down, they sent him to the dumbest city in America, which turned out to be Tucson, where toothless hayseed booger eaters kick each other in the nuts for fun.
Oh,
F you, Chalupa, says Just a Tip.
Oh, geez.
Wait, did that happen?
Yeah, that is in an episode of Family Guy.
Where they sent him to Tucson?
Yeah. You see look on, just Google it. You'll see screenshots where he's showing up at the airport in Tucson, and people are just kicking each other in the nuts.
Oh my God.
Boomer Sooner says, but Todd Graham is laughing all the way to the bank. I think the buyout for him was like $8 million. Sure. If anybody ever hands me a nice big chunk of money, I am going to one day laugh all the way to the bank. I've never got to laugh all the way to the bank. Randy, have you ever got to laugh all the way to the bank?
Never.
And what is the minimum amount of money you need to laugh all the way to the bank?
For me?
But is it 10,000? Is it 100,000?
If someone were to give me $1 million, I'd laugh all the way to the bank.
What if somebody gave you 500,000? Bare minimum to laugh all the way to the bank.
I mean, perhaps maybe half a mil. Perhaps I would laugh all the way to the bank.
250,000.
No,
you're not going to laugh all the way. Like
wow,
I
my bar is so much lower.
His bar is a full unopened box of top ramen. All the way to the
now hold on.
bank.
I can actually afford that.
I said a full box. I'm talking about the big box.
yeah, the case.
Ramen doesn't cost anything.
It's not free. It's not free, Keon.
It's not free, but it's damn near close.
It's not free, but it's easy.
Where's your
bought
line
enough
then?
ramen, so I know.
Where's your laugh all the way to the bank line?
Oh wow, $5,000, and I'm laughing all the way to the bank. That's
really?
Yeah, I'm telling
Come
you.
on, Keon. Come on, Keon.
I should have higher standards, but
Oh my God.
you don't know how little money I've made over the last 10 years of my life.
That's okay. We have to help him, Jeffco. We've got to help him.
Well, we hired him.
That's a start.
I don't know what else you want from me.
That's definitely a good start.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to think about
I don't think you know what the last place was playing.
How much money? Well, you lied to us because that's what we pay you now. Let's see here. What is my laugh all the way to the bank amount?
I said $500,000.
$500,000. Yeah, I think I'd probably, if somebody handed me $100,000, I think I'd laugh all the way to the bank. That would be enough to where I'd say, okay, I'm finally doing it.
No,
I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
No, because that'll be gone so damn fast. Come on.
Not like I have a coke habit or anything. I'll laugh.
I mean, the bills you want to pay off and stuff like that. I mean, come on, you pay off your bills, your credit cards, your cars, stuff like that. Bam, it's gone.
I can still laugh all the way to the bank saying, woo, I got a free 100,000. Doesn't mean I'm going to quit my job.
Nah.
Historian says, here's his line, 250,000, broad grin. 500,000, chuckling. 1 million, that's laughing money.
All right. I would go with that.
Yeah, but it's free money. I'd laugh all the way for 100. I think I would. No. Raven Kid says, what, we down in U of A? How about that beating my Lopes put U of A in baseball last night? Okay. You're not really being a great advertisement for GCU as a college when you type like that. What he's trying to say is, how about GCU putting a beating on U of A in baseball last night? We started the show with that, Raven Kid. What a epic beatdown, and I've never been more proud of GCU. So, yes, go Mighty Lopes. And Raven Kid, you need to get some tutoring. Fed Fan says, athletes need to ask themselves, can this person kill me? Before they start to talk about somebody or some group out there. Well, I agree. That's why you don't hear me bash on soccer all the time. Yeah, no, listen, I'll make a little snide comments, but I'm not gonna bash on any specific club or, give hooligans a hard time because they'll come to the house. Boogie says, how much would you need to lose your job and look at the check and then laugh all the way to the bank? That's the real question.
Lose your job, look at the check, laugh all the way to the bank.
10 million. What?
I would go I don't know, 250,000 would still be.
So 250,000 for Keon. Randy?
Let's see. Are we doing Price is Right rules here?
No.
Because it's your own personal
amount. If you say $1, it just doesn't make sense.
So you said 10 million?
Yeah, 10 million. If I lose my gig and I don't have a job and then somebody gives me 10 million, I'll laugh all the way to the bank.
Yeah, if I'm going to lose my job and someone wants to give me a check for $100 million, I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank.
We'd all laugh all the way to the bank for 100 million. We said your bare minimum. That's your bare minimum?
You don't know my lifestyle.
Starting to understand it.
I didn't realize Randy was a baller.
Randy's going to be sitting next to me at my next contract negotiation. I guarantee you that. I've been doing something wrong. This is the same kind of thing when people say, oh, I laughed all the way to the bank. I think about, it's not my first rodeo. I have yet to be to a rodeo. So it would be my first rodeo.
See, you're thinking that 10 million, you would have no worries, no problems. You wouldn't think about it.
Nobody ever said I wouldn't have any worries or problems.
But if I'm going to get free money and I've lost my job I'm not going to work again. $100 million. See that right there? That is just like unconscionable. You cannot understand what $100 million is. You will never have another issue in your life ever.
You're looking way farther past the money, the joy of getting suddenly free money. I got to take this to the bank. I'm going to laugh all the way back because I just got this money. It doesn't mean I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank because now I'm financially secure and all these different things that I would know. It's just a reference to the free money, Randy.
Unconscionable money means that's you don't even understand it, so you start laughing.
I'm just laughing because I just want to. Maybe that's a bucket list thing for me. I want to laugh all the way to the bank, Randy. I don't know why you're trying to make this so complicated.
You asked me, I gave you my money. I gave you my line. $100 million
for you. 100 for you, 10 for me, $250 for Keon.
250,000.
Oh, sorry, right. Yeah. Hefty Lefty says, if it was legit money given to me for doing nothing, $100. I'm only 3 blocks from the ATM to deposit it, so I could actually just laugh all the way to that bank. Scratch Me Because says, sounds like Keon needs a GoFundMe page. He's gonna laugh all the way to this PayPal. All right, the Watermelon says, Keon, what's your Zelle? I'll send you 250,000 right now. Do you have a Zelle?
Damn.
I do through my bank, actually. So
I don't think he'll actually do it.
I don't think he'll actually do it either.
You might even get hacked.
Somehow. Yeah.
Hot Dog Water says for him to laugh all the way, it'd be 10 million gallons of hot dog water.
I don't think that your bank will take that hot dog water.
I might block this one. Hefty Lefty says Patrick Mahomes laughs at a 100 million contract now because it's only 20% of his contract. That's a different laughing. That's a mocking laugh. I'm talking about a woohoo, I got free money, happy laugh. I don't think it has to change your life for that. I'm with Keon. I mean, seriously, give me 10 grand, I'll laugh all the way.
If you have significantly more money than you had, I don't know. To me, that's laughing to the bank money. Even if it's just like I can't spend it today. Just all in one sitting, I'm laughing to the bank. I didn't work for it. I just have $10,000. Yeah.
King of Kitten says, in anticipation of my pending new employment, I had a few drinks too many yesterday. So today is Water Wednesday for me. Get that man a glass of water, would you, Randy? And you better slow your roll, King of Kittens, because if your new job starts Monday, get this out of your system and go dry for the weekend. You want to show up there hydrated by agua and ready to kick some ass at your new job. That's
focused, ready to go. Yeah.
Boogie says he wants to start a GoFundMe to try to buy Keon a big case of ramen noodles. I
can afford ramen noodles.
It's not about whether you can afford it or not. It's about just a free thing. You can laugh all the way to something too.
But if you're going for it, the Shin ramen is the best stuff right there.
Shin?
Yeah.
Is it made out of people's shins?
No, it's not made out of shins. It's just that's what it's called.
Why did I call it shin then? If it's not made out of shin,
it's a Japanese word. I don't know exactly what the word means. I just know that they sell it. They sell it in the Walmart.
You eat it. You don't know what the word means.
You're damn right. I eat it and don't know what the word means.
Holy crap! And you're buying food from Walmart. It's worse than we thought. Start the GoFundMe, Boogie. Start the GoFundMe.
Buying food from Walmart. I don't get paid that much money that I'm not buying food from Walmart.
Japanese.
Scratch Me Because says, I prefer a grilled hot dog. Me too. I will never boil ever the hot dog.
Shin in Japanese means heart.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It tastes very delicious.
What the hell? Weird animal lecture crap are you eating, kid?
I don't know.
Fish Tank says, sure feels like we need a texter named Laughing All the Way to the Bank. That's a lot to say, though, Fish Tank. Hefty Lefty says the best ramen is ones that don't have any English on the container. That's how you know it's good stuff. Is that what you have on yours? Just a bunch of...
Yeah, it's just a bunch of Japanese characters.
And it's Japanese? Or is it Chinese?
Or Korean? I don't know, to be honest with you.
My phone has the translation app has a thing where you point your camera at it and it'll automatically translate the words. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Do you have it on your phone?
I could probably get it. I have it.
Probably. Go get it because you better figure out what the hell you're eating if you're eating that shady ramen from Walmart.
They sell it at Fry's and Albertsons and other stores too. It's not just from Walmart. Still,
just get the app. All right. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I've got the man talk we didn't do yesterday. I got a hero, I got a villain, and of course, we got a bunch of NFL to talk about too. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
1580 The Fanatic is giving you the chance to experience Innings Festival, the ultimate two-day spring training music and baseball celebration at Tempe Beach Park on February 26th and 27th. You'll see Tame Impala, St. Vincent, The War on Drugs, Philly Strings, and the Foo Fighters. Plus, meet over a dozen baseball legends, including Roger Clemens, Dave Stewart, and Rick Sutcliffe. Listen for your chance to win tickets good for both days. Innings Festival returns February 26th and 27th. Visit inningsfestival.com to view the full lineup and grab your tickets today.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Call Herm Solar. Herm Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Herm Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K, how convenient.
Without education, poverty follows a family one generation after the next. But College Bound AZ provides educational pathway to students starting in the 7th grade and turns dreams into degrees. Your support provides laptops and other things to ignite that journey. To help, Chicago Fest West happens Saturday, March 19th at Mesa Convention Center, and the proceeds benefit College Bound AZ. It's a celebration of Chicago during Cubs spring training through music, food, a classic car show, and more. Get your tickets at ChicagoFestWest.com today.
I'm here to tell you about a technological shocker. Believe it or not, you can listen to us on your smart speaker.
That's shocking.
Wow. What a world we live in. All you have to do is say, listen to 1580 The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. The wet Wednesday out there is people try to find their way home through the carnage and the craziness because nobody knows how to drive when one drop of water hits the damn freeway. Is it even still raining anywhere? I don't know. I'm in this room. I can't tell.
I don't have any rain here in the West Valley.
How about there in Scottsdale, Keon?
Just looking out the window. No rain.
Hold on.
I do have a weather alert. Weather alert from the 1580 The Fanatic Herm Solar Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Randy White reporting rain swept across the valley today. Snow in the lower elevations. You might see snow on some of the foothills around the Valley of the Sun, Jeffco. Very dangerous situation going on now. We're tracking a thunderstorm that's been sighted and moving westward, with dangerous hail, high winds, and heavy rains. Be careful out there, Arizona. There is a dangerous thunderstorm moving into the valley from the south. So, Jeffco, you'll get it first. Make sure all of your hail guards are up and all of that. Okay. Lots of hail, thunderstorm, lightning, boomers, things like that. 53 currently. Back to you, Jeff Go, from the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Randy White.
All right, thank you. Scratch Me Because says, I heard that commercial for the Innings Festival. Maybe they should change the name to Lockout Festival. Huh? No, they should change it to Awesome Festival because they're still going to do it. Doesn't matter if spring training is happening or not. Listen to the lineup. You got the Foo Fighters, Tame Impala, St. Vincent, War on Drugs, Billy Strings, a bunch more. You got a bunch of legendary baseball players showing up. They're not locked out. Roger Clemens, Dave Stewart, Rick Sutcliffe, and a bunch of other guys. And we, of course, Scratch Me Because you may not have heard this earlier. We have 2 super wristbands to give away here on the Daily Blender tomorrow. They're worth $179 each. It'll get you into each day of the festival. That is crazy. I would love to go to this thing myself. Foo Fighters, they're my favorite band ever. But listen, you guys have a chance to go to this, and Scratch Me Because they've asked that you do not attend now because of your horrible joke. 888-368-1580. Fed Fan says, just remember, Keon, if you make smart investments, then you can laugh several times to the bank.
Good to know.
And he's sitting there going, how much of what I make should I be investing?
It's more than what I used to make. I still have to manage.
Yeah. Most people do. Most people, it's just it's not so easy to try to save money or even invest it and stuff. So
and I spent a bunch of money moving out here. So it's just, let's just say I'm still paying it all off.
Yeah, I never heard Radio Ron laugh so hard as when you asked for travel expenses. Oh my God.
I mean, it's worth a shot, right? They say to ask.
He just lost it, and he had a side ache. He had to lay down on his couch for a while.
That's a little excessive.
Hot Dog Water says, willing to donate all the hot dog water Keon can use. Okay, I'm just not going to read his stuff anymore. Okay. Easy Money says, my stomach can translate any language. What? What does that even mean, Easy Money? We haven't heard from you since July of last year.
Yeah. Welcome back, by the way.
Hey, Easy Money.
But if you're going to come back, man, you got to bring something stronger than that.
My stomach can translate any language.
I guess we're talking about the ramen.
Mm-hmm. Just a Tip says, careful, guys. You're grilling Keon about how he's eating shins. He's going to go flash anger before you know it. Listen, actually, no. We have a special thing that we've come up with to help him vent some of that rage that boils underneath. Because, if it goes unchecked, that flash anger shows itself and we're all in big trouble. So on Wednesdays, we're going to have a little segment. In fact, we should do it right now, called What's Bugging Keon? That's right. What's Bugging Keon? So we figure if he gets it out of his system, perhaps he will not kill both Randy and I.
Well,
so go ahead,
Keon.
What's bugging Keon? All right. Here we go.
What's bugging Keon?
No one's in danger of being killed. However, my therapist does agree. Some kind of place to vent the anger is probably healthier than just, erupting at random times. I don't know. But the point is that there is something that's bugging me today. Or actually, someone is bugging me today. And it's someone that I didn't want to have to bug me, but I am bothered by the way that they are acting. And it is one Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans.
What did he do to you?
Well, he didn't do anything to me, but still, it's what he didn't do with his teammate CJ McCollum.
Sorry, I guess I did that wrong. What didn't he do to you?
He should have reached out to his teammate CJ McCollum when he was traded to him, and did not. CJ McCollum was traded, of course, at the trade deadline to the Pelicans. And when he was interviewed about it early on, he said he had not heard from Zion when he was traded. And it was a while before that happened. And part of it was that JJ Redick, one of Zion's former teammates, now working at the ESPN, criticized him for not doing so. That this is just professional, common courtesy that you do. You have someone traded to your team, especially someone as good as CJ McCollum. Yes, Jeffrey.
I have a question.
Yes.
So CJ McCollum gets traded to Zion's team.
Yeah.
Zion doesn't text message him, hello, welcome to the team.
Or call him or reach out in any way.
Well, maybe he just thought, well, I'll meet him at practice.
But that's okay. I'm just saying that that's typically not the way that these things are done, that the basic professional decorum.
Hold on. Where's Zion from? He's from the Bahamas, right?
No.
Wait, no, no, who am I thinking? Oh, no, I was thinking, I always get Zion and DeAndre Ayton confused. Why is that?
I have no idea.
So Zion, where is he? He went to Duke, but where is he from? Where's he from?
I don't know exactly where Zion is from, but he's American.
Oh, okay. Well, now he's got no excuse.
He's been playing AAU ball in the circuit. But the point is, when you have a player coming to your team that's as good as CJ McCollum is, and they're trying to pair him with you to be one of the best players and one of the best duos in the NBA, you should reach out to the guy. You should say, hey, welcome to the team. Here's what we want to do together. Or just, hi, I look forward to working with you. And then you can hash out the rest of practice. You don't have to have this long conversation. But the idea that you have at this stage in your career, a guy coming that's that good. And the thing with Zion is it's not just this. It's some other stuff that just seems like Zion is mentally checked out of playing for the New Orleans Pelicans. The fact that he's been in the league 3 years, he has missed more games than he has played because he has been injured, which isn't his fault, but it's a foot injury. And the fact is, like, people have noticed Zion's not in shape. He's not in basketball shape.
So Randy, by this logic, when we hired Bruce Jacobs to the morning show, did you text him and say welcome
to him right away?
Team?
Yeah.
Did you call him?
I went right to voicemail.
No, you're just you're being a wise ass. You did none of the above.
I reached right out to him. I got ghosted by him because
0%. Radio's a different.
Who the hell is this guy?
Radio's a different industry than basketball. Basketball is known to be a brotherhood and a fraternity. You burn bridges when you don't do stuff like that. And this is part of being sold out for the team and bought into the organization. Is they made a move to make the team better. Do you know how many guys are just languishing on teams where organizations don't go out and get a top 50 player in the league like CJ McCollum? A lot of guys go lengths in their career without having that kind of let's get somebody that you can work with. Zion has only played 80 games in 3 seasons, and they're still putting forth that kind of effort for Zion. The least he could do is go greet the guy that's going here to make your team better because they're hoping that when you're healthy, you can be a playoff contending duo.
Sounds like Zion's not happy there.
Zion does not want to play for New Orleans. Never has.
Who would? And he hasn't come out and said so. So, like, to his credit, he hasn't thrown a fit publicly on that front. But you know what? You're under contract with the organization. They're cutting you the checks, and you're barely playing games. And you could be healthier for starters, and you could also, while you're on the organization, try your best to make those efforts, pay off. I mean, Giannis, when he first got drafted by Milwaukee, he said it later, if I were a free agent, I never would have signed with Milwaukee. I saw that snow and I wanted to run. But he tried to make it work, and the organization tried to make it work, and the marriage ended up being, we got him all the pieces that he needed to win a championship. Maybe you don't want to play in New Orleans right now, but it could end up working out, or at least be professional until your contract's up, and then you can bolt at the first time that you want to.
I mean, being honest, I mean, Zion is a young man. He has not had a lot of life experience. He came out after his time at Duke. He was only there 1 year. Listen, Zion was from, you asked Jeffrey, he's from Salisbury, North Carolina is where he's from.
It's like being from another country.
Yeah. Anyway, he's a young guy. I don't think he's ever had any kind of mentorship to teach him these skills.
That's the thing, is that JJ Redick said that he told Zion this when they were teammates, that Zion was he said he was a detached teammate, and he brought it up in front of the locker room at that time. Zion, this is you're the leader.
Maybe he's shy.
You can send a text. Look, I am a person who I was shy growing up. I can send texts. The thumbs
You're horrible at texting. I'll be honest with you. I try to text you. You're horrible at texting.
I have no idea what on earth you're talking about. I text you back as soon as I see that your name is up on the phone. And
Randy's horrible at texting too. It makes me think he's shy.
But Randy, if I call Randy and he misses the call, Randy will call me back.
No, he won't.
Okay, that's
eventually.
Eventually, but okay. There's the
several hours later, maybe.
You're the superstar on a team.
Randy's like, you're the lucky one today. Click.
You get to the end of the day and you go, I guess it wasn't me this time. You're the superstar on a team. You're the leader. You're the guy that they're building around. They get you another top player, the guy that's going to be the person you're running pick and rolls with. for however long you're still in New Orleans, reach out to the guy. Manage your weight. Try to do all the things that you do as a franchise player, because right now the extension number, the mini max number is coming up and you haven't done anything.
Hey, Randy, did you catch this guy fat shaming the Shy Kid? This is horrible. Boy, Keon's got a mean streak. I don't know if this is a good idea for this bit.
It's not fat shaming. Zion is at a weight that's not good for the specific injury that he has.
He is kind of chunky. Zion's kind of chunky.
Oh, that's always been his thing. Like Kiss the Cook says, aka Little Oliver Miller.
What the only reason why it's
he
bugging?
Did blow out a shoe at Duke.
He did, but
right in front of Obama. I saw that.
Oh yeah.
The reason why it's bugging me is because I actually like Zion a lot as a player, and I don't want a best that never was kind of story to happen to him.
Fair enough. Fed fan says looks like Zion likes food more than he likes basketball. Fighting Wampa says Zion should be happy to be in New Orleans. They no longer have the stupidest nickname of all sports. He should be thanking that team for the Washington, D.C. area for taking that title over. All right. Well, that was a long way to go for that, Wampa. But all right. Listen, we got to take a break. We have 2 hours down and 1 to go. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Renaissance Festival is back! Huzzah! Weekends now through April 3rd.
It's awesome.
I love it. It's great for the family. All our kids love it. That's why we come here every year.
Good times can be had by all. It's the best time we have every year. It's a great time for everyone. Join us at the Renaissance Festival! Huzzah! Come and have a turkey leg.
The Renaissance Festival is back! Huzzah! Weekends now through April 3rd. Discount tickets available at Bashers and Food City or Arizona.renfestinfo.com. Presented by Delta Airlines, Bashers, Food City, Pepsi, Budweiser, and Guinness.
You come out here and you'll have a good time. My kids love it.
There's lots of shops to go to. Hair braiding, toothpaste painting. Oh, and I really like the meat sticks, the turkey. Whoa! Huzzah!
There's so much going on. Make sure you come out early and stay all day.
You can always save on Renaissance Festival admission with discount tickets at Bashers and Food City stores statewide. Huzzah!
There's no doubt that Harm and Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. Bruce Jacobs here. But did you know it's possible to get solar for $0 down and no payments for 12 months? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harman Solar is a family-owned, women-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. That's 800-438-8173.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard. Aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right. right, buddy, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. Got Keon Rhodes in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. I was showing Keon here just a moment ago. I did go ahead and make the bet. $1 on the Coyotes to win. The odds weren't as good as I thought they'd be. Well, right now they're blurry, but basically $1 gets me $2.70. So
nice.
I'm not going to put any more than $1 on that.
$2.70 plus your dollar back, right? That's $3.70 if you think about the total.
Is it? Yeah, I think that's how that works. So I did it. I made the bet. We'll see what happens. And a lot of people have a lot to say about Keon's rage against Zion in the What's Bugging Keon segment from the last hour.
Yeah.
He did flash anger during the segment, and so I don't know if this is really working as a therapeutic, but
it's a constructive avenue. The therapist.
It's fun to see your eyes bulge out a little bit when you're upset. So we'll keep doing it. Just when Randy and I are not in the room, I think is probably the safe way to go for the rest of us.
Well, I mean, I'm in the control room. I'm not in the same room as anybody.
Still, I think I feel more comfortable when we're here and you're there.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. You get a little scary. Yeah. Kiss the Cook says Zion is from Salisbury. No wonder he's a biscuit away from 400. He's from a town named after fried steak. Yeah, that's a good point. Hefty Lefty says, sad to see Zion on the same career track of Greg Oden right now.
Though with Greg Oden, far less of it had to do with the effort of Greg Oden. He just had bad feet, unfortunately. But with Zion, I do think his weight plays a factor, and he's going to have to get to that point that Charles Barkley got to, where, basically teammates pulled him to the side and went, your career's not going to last as long as you'd like it to if you don't curb this a little bit.
Fed Fan says, Keon, you're right. Don't let these two knuckleheads bring you down. We're not bringing him down. I was just offering possibilities. I'm not saying I disagree with him at all. I'm just saying
bring him down.
Maybe the fat boy is a little shy. That's all I'm saying. And Keon's like, no, fat boy needs to lose weight, and he needs to just be a better teammate. He needs to reach out to people. He needs to give hugs. He needs to help people move. He needs to show up when their loved ones pass away. He needs to be there. He needs to be a damn Hallmark commercial for every single player on his team. Right, Keon?
That's the opposite of what I said. I'd say the low bar is, hey, just reach out to a guy who your team went out and got a top 50 player in this league. Reach out to the guy because he's joining you and you need him.
Maybe he's played against him and he doesn't like him.
If Drew Brees can send a signed, framed jersey and put it in your damn hotel room when you get there the night after you were drafted to the Pelicans, the least you can do is pick your damn cell phone up, dial some digits, and say, hey, man, welcome to the team. I'm glad you're here. That's the very least you can do.
Yeah. No, I agree. But like I said, I was just giving scenarios, because Zion is not here to defend himself against the angry, bloodshot-eyed, raving lunatic that was Keon in the last hour.
My eyes were not bloodshot.
Well,
you should see yourself.
I literally can see myself by looking at my own face.
I am pretty sure
red glow going on there.
People who know you are right on my side when I say that you flash that anger. You do. It's a frightening moment.
I saw remember, Jeffrey, I told you about the jugulars there?
Right there. Thump. My dog had to leave the room. He was like, what the hell's going on in here?
Yeah, it scared you.
Random Texter says, hey, it's raining in Surprise. Raven Kid says, Jeffrey, thank you for saying Tame Impala correctly. Well, how do you say it otherwise? What do people say? Tame Impala? I mean, it's Tame Impala. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't.
Why are you so surprised? Blissful Hayes says Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Scratch Me Because says, will Roger Clemens be autographing vials of human growth hormone? You know it. Boogie says,
go ahead, ask him about it.
Oh my God. Boogie started an actual GoFundMe for you on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
He says, I'm raising money to give Keon his most valuable present ever. Click to donate. I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm pretty sure it's for whatever the cost of that box of ramen is. I'm guessing that's what it is.
it doesn't. Then the $200 is way too high.
That's a lot of damn ramen. Don't complain.
Okay. I mean,
how many? How the box that has
I don't know if I can
2 stacks of ramen in it. That box. How much is that box? Like $1.50?
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's like
I thought it was. I thought it was like $1.99, maybe $2.99.
So that means you get 100 of those.
I don't have space in my house for
logistics. You can make furniture out of it as you eat it.
Yeah,
like you've eaten the coffee table. Now you've eaten the side table.
That's right, Keon.
Don't look a ramen horse in the eye. I love the picture he used for Keon.
Yeah,
was that the photoshopped one of him in a knight's uniform with long flowing hair,
which is my profile picture because I thought it was funny. So now we're here.
There you go. So
Keon, be careful what you put on.
I'm gonna go
social media.
I'm going to go donate to this. Jagdog says, Randy, what should I smoke this weekend? A whole chicken, a brisket, some ribs? What do you suggest?
Boy, it's getting nice outside, and it's supposed to be really clear and sunny and heading towards the upper temperatures. I wouldn't be afraid to smoke, maybe some ribs, have some ribs and get you some nice potatoes and put them in the foil there with the olive oil, maybe some onions and peppers in there. And get that salted up real good, maybe some garlic, fresh garlic, and then put that on the grill along with your ribs. That's what I'm thinking. I would encourage you to do that one.
Seems like seems like a chicken weekend for grilling. You know what I mean?
There's a beer can chicken. Yeah. Where you get a beer can and you drink
Shove
about a quarter
right
of the can,
that
and then you get one of them stands there, and then you put the chicken right. You jam it right up his. Where's right in his where the
keister.
Yeah, let that go for about an hour and a half at about 250, and put some nice seasoning on there. But you got to put the chicken on the beer can.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So Keon, understand something. We tried to teach Phil how this worked, and he didn't listen, and he didn't know that the chicken goes in the beer can goes in the chicken's keister. Not his own, and he was out of work for a few days. Don't make that same mistake.
No, don't. Mm-mm.
It was a hell of an X-ray, though, wasn't it, Randy?
Oh yeah, and he was very moist for a few days.
Yeah,
and stoned. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So don't make the same mistake Phil did with the beer can chicken.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a very difficult mistake to make. It seems pretty straightforward what you said. I don't know how you get the instructions.
Have you met Phil?
Briefly.
There you go.
Briefly. You allowed him to train me, by the way, which is.
We're sorry.
We had no one else. Just the tip says Zion reminds me of Suns rookie Oliver Miller, who ate himself out of the league. Fitting that Oliver's jersey number was also 8. He ate everything. Boomer Sooner says, well, Jeffrey, tell the weatherman that I've got pea-sized hail up here in Anthem.
I tried to tell you hail was on the way. I gave you a warning. That's all I can do.
Good Cat says, sup, gentlemen.
Sup, good cat.
Sup,
good cat.
Kiss the Cook says, this weekend I'd smoke some Fruity Pebbles. What? Is that like a name for some of the wacky tobacco, or is that like literally you're going to smoke Fruity Pebbles?
I don't know what kind of paper you'd use with that.
I heard that somebody's coming out with a chocolate treat for Easter that is a solid chocolate on the outside. And you bite it, and it's filled with just Fruity Pebbles cereal. Not making this up.
It just seems unnecessary.
Yeah, and it's available at Walmart's, where all the good diabetes comes from. Hefty Lefty says Phil trying to make beer can chicken caused Chernobyl. Pretty sure that's probably a true statement right there. All right, before we move on to this giant stack of NFL stuff, and by the way, don't let me forget, Randy, we have a enormous wheel of sports today.
Okay,
we've got to get to that. But I wanted to give you a man card hero, and I have a man card villain.
All right,
which one would you like first?
Give us the hero. No, wait, give us the villain first.
All right, then we can celebrate the hero.
Yeah.
So here's the headline. Elon Musk's company admits to killing 8 monkeys in experiments.
What?
Oh, is it the brain implant thing?
Yeah, Neuralink. He's shoving him he wants to put these chips in our brains He says it'll help us think faster. What he's really trying to do is control us. He's trying to, well, first off, here's what it is. First, Bill Gates made sure that the operating system was in all of the vaccines for the COVID-19. Now, Elon Musk wants to put some hardware in there, and then you'll boot up. I think that's what's happening here. I think they're working together. But like 23 monkeys got these brain implants, and they went from woo, woo, ha, ha, to saying stuff like, I really think this USFL thing is going to be great. And that was really freaky to hear the monkeys speak and also say the USFL is going to be good. And but then a couple of the monkeys went, I think, and they died. It's very sad.
Well, I mean, I don't like that.
That's like super villain stuff right there.
Yeah, like
Kill
straight
it
out
up.
of a comic book.
Yeah, it is.
It's poor monkeys, you know. So
what did monkeys do to us?
Well, they throw poop. That's all I know.
Well,
that's my only experience with monkeys is seeing them throw poop at the zoo. So,
okay.
I don't know. Just seems like it's pretty mean. Pretty mean of Elon Musk to cut open a monkey's head and shove that computer in there, and then they died. So I'm just saying, straight up, as a man, you don't torture animals. You can hunt the animals. You can eat the animals. You do it humanely. You do it, not just for sport. You do it to eat. Okay, you do it for the right reasons. You don't do it for the wrong reasons. Well, I'm against testing cosmetics on bunnies. I'm against testing animals for stuff, except for when it comes to medicine. If it saves a human's life, if it's for something, not that cosmetically makes life better or is just sort of, not so important. But if it's curing crippling diseases, if it's making a difference in that, all right, don't care for it. But I guess that's what we got to do. Humans always come first over animals. That's my opinion. But when it comes to these monkeys and they're getting the little things in their heads, that's not medicine. So I kind of felt like that means Elon Musk he's a villain. Man card violation.
All right. There you go.
It's just because especially monkeys, like there's certain animals, they're smart enough to know how excruciating the pain is that they're going through. So it makes it worse.
You know, if he had just done this on cats, we would have zero problems at all.
Come on.
All right, so now it's time for your man card hero. All right, now if you have the kids, you probably have gone to some extreme lengths trying to limit the screen time they have, and nothing works. So what you got to do is what I do here at the house. I got the Cox internet thing, and on my phone I have an app, and I can turn off their internet, their personal devices. I can turn it on, or if you call for them and they don't come right away, click hey, and then they come running. So I have that ability, but this guy here in France, he does not have that ability. A little more simple, electronics there. So he was desperate. He wanted to get his kids to not be sneaking off with their pads, constantly be watching a thing. So what he did, he tried to multi-wave band jammer. Now that is a little electronic piece of equipment that will basically scramble the signals of Wi-Fi. You can use that on a cell phone. My brother made a little one when we were kids, and he put it up against the wall of our bedroom because on the other side was my dad's TV. And so when he'd start watching Dallas, my brother would turn that on, and he'd be, oh, what the hell's going on? And it was funny until he started like, these kids are breaking the TV. I'm like, dude, put it away. So this guy, he did it with the internet. So here's the thing. He flips the switch and he's like, peace. My kids, they're off the devices now. I can get some rest. What he didn't realize was when he temporarily cut off the internet to his house between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. or whatever it was, he didn't just cut off the internet to his place. He shut off the internet for the entire town. He did not, I guess, read the fine print on how strong the signal was on this jammer. It shut down the entire town, which messed with telecommunication signals. It's illegal in France to have these things, and it's illegal here in the United States. But still, people do get caught using them. So I'm not sure exactly what went wrong, but they traced the outage back to him. He was arrested. He's looking at 6 months in jail and a fine of $34,000. He says it's an accident. I'm just trying to do this for my kids so they would go to bed. And so I say he's a hero. Here, this man is a hero. He didn't do it on purpose. I say free the Frenchy French guy who was trying to limit his kids' screen time. He didn't understand. With great power comes great responsibility. But you have to know you have the great power before you can have a responsibility. He didn't know it was doing it. I say this man should walk free and not be fined $34,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Yeah, I don't know. His heart was in the right place. And while that's not necessarily a thing that the law looks at, if we're just talking about the principle of it, yeah, I think he's a hero.
Give the man a break. So what that nobody could look at porn between midnight and 3 a.m. in a town in France? You know, that man is a hero, if you ask me. So there. All right, that's it. I just wanted to sort of share the hero and the villain. But here's the sad thing, that the hero probably will go to jail while the villain, he walks free and sells us Teslas. No, wait. No, that's him. Yeah, that is the Tesla guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Roboto says, regarding the French father, Tina Turner says, we don't need another hero. That's cold, Mr. Roboto.
Yep.
He says, by the way, when a Fanatic weather forecast is right, do we get a free Western bacon cheeseburger at Carl's Jr.? Thanks to Randy, the Fanatic's chief meteorologist.
No.
Hefty Lefty says, Mr. Frenchy French went the full time tool man Tim Taylor there and put too much power behind that Benford 6100 jammer, didn't he?
The Benford. The Benford 6100 jammer.
Now it makes sense. Blissful Hay says, was Dr. Fauci working with Elon Musk when he shocked those monkeys?
Oh, boy.
No, Dr. Fauci has to have deniability, so he wouldn't be anywhere near it. I mean, he did mastermind the entire plan with the. He has the blueprints, and there's other aspects of this which will only be revealed later. So make sure you put your tinfoil hat on nice and tight because it's coming. Hey, Keon, though, says Blissful Hayes, who is the only men's college basketball player this season ranked top 10 in both scoring and rebounding?
Good question. I don't know. Would it be what was it? Drew Timme? What's the name of the big guy at Gonzaga? Well, you said
Drew
scoring too. I'm gonna go with the Chet Holmgren. But
you are incorrect. It's Kofi McCockburn's real bad right now. That's what he typed. It's silly. Kofi Cockburn. That's the answer.
That's a good question there. Got me. I should have known better because he is a recurring character on the show, the Kofi Cockburn.
He said Cockburn.
I did say Cockburn.
That's not how you pronounce it.
I know that's not how you pronounce it, but it's more fun to pronounce it that way.
We're bringing him to the dark side, Richie.
Interrupt a good time.
Yeah,
it's pronounced Coburn. I know.
Yeah, it's working. Feel the dark side, Keon. We must take a break. When we come back, let's talk some NFL. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now, you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
The Phoenix Suns get back in action coming up on Thursday night. They will play in Oklahoma City against the Thunder. The Suns are sitting as a 9.5-point favorite in this game. They also pay out at -460 on the money line. Oklahoma City, if they get the win on Thursday, they would pay out at +360. The Suns also continue to be tied to have the best odds to win the NBA championship this year. The Suns and the Warriors are each paying out at +410 on the money line, while the Nets have the third best odds at +600, and then the Bucks pay out at +650. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic.
Research shows people remember radio ads that remind them of the past. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need, here's an ad that'll really take you back.
Back in my day, I heard a voice from the radio say, Liberty Mutual customizes my home insurance, so I only pay for what I need. I'm getting on in years now, but heavens to Betsy, there are some things an old fella like me just never forgets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Is there anything better than the sound of 3 races breathing life into a new NASCAR season? What about if it's at a state-of-the-art facility with stunning views of the Estrella Mountains and a famous, only one-of-its-kind hillside? Well then, you must be talking about Phoenix Raceway. NASCAR Weekend at Phoenix Raceway, March 11th through the 13th. Get your tickets today at phoenixraceway.com.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K, how convenient.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Are you a planner? Do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harmon Solar, right? Bruce Jacobs here. It should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer. Up to 85% on your monthly bill with 0 down and no payments for 12 months. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, women-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
The dictionary describes madness as
frenzy, rage, intense excitement. Yeah, that sounds about right.
We define it like this.
There's the pass to Leitner. Puts it up. The chance to through for the win.
The madness is coming.
Touchdown dribble.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
The home for March Madness.
Welcome back to the Daily Blender on this Wednesday, 23rd of February in 2022. Lots of things going on outside. Be careful. There is some hail in parts of the valley. Be careful. There's a huge thunderstorm system that we're tracking right now. Just watch out for that. If you're headed home right now, just be very cautious. Get yourself home. Get yourself tucked in. Miss Kim is home now. And as soon as the show is over, we're going to spend some time just kind of catching up on the back patio. So I hope you get home safe and sound. The FanDuel Sportsbook is an opportunity for you to get involved in sports like you've never been before. I found myself, Jeffrey, this past weekend in the Daytona 500. I had 4 different bets out there, and I found myself, all my drivers were, right at the end, just kind of surging towards victory. There was a lot of pushing, a lot of banging.
Mine too.
And then, and a lot of crashing. It was so exciting. And that's what I want to tell you. If you have ever kind of grown tired of watching your favorite sports, maybe getting involved with the FanDuel Sportsbook is a way you can get some excitement. There was a lot of fun for me this past weekend, and you can make parlays on different things. Like, for example, I could make parlays on this coming weekend's California race with NASCAR. I could also put together some bets on the Suns. I could tie them together in a same game parlay plus, and you can only find that at FanDuel. You can combine NBA player props. You can find NASCAR, NHL. There are a lot of things you can put together in a same game prop. And if you don't want to build your own same game parlay, check out their popular same game parlay selection, where you can join bets that other people have already designed and where many people are jumping in on. Remember, 2 weeks ago, about 14,000 customers, they won. They won, as a matter of fact, a total of $1.1 million during the Bucks-Lakers game.
Wow.
If you're new to FanDuel, sign up with promo code Randy1580. Get your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. And you can have a lot of fun, too, rooting on your team. It's even more fun. And I never understood that, Jeffco. If you got a little skin on the game, it's a lot more fun, rooting on the game. You pay more close attention, don't you?
Yeah, I never even watched a full NASCAR race before, but I had some a dollar here, a dollar here, a dollar here. So and my guys were in the hunt. So, yeah, that was great.
And that's the thing. You don't have to bet a minimum amount. You can bet $1, $1.50. It depends on what you want. You don't have to go in deep on this thing, $10, $20, $30, $50, $100 like Bruce Jacobs does. But listen, just use promo code Randy1580 at the FanDuel. Sign up, get the app. You can download it. All the popular sites, Randy 1580, so they know I sent you. 21 and older, present in Arizona, first online real money wager only. Remember, the refund is issued as a non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, 1-800-NEXT-STEP, or text NEXT STEP to 53342, Jeffco.
All right. Thanks, Randy. Now, listen, I think Boogie may have overshot his shot. He went ahead and did start a GoFundMe. And here's what it says. For only 1 penny a day, you can make this young man's dream come true. A full case of ramen noodles will make his hopes, his dreams, and his wishes come true. And there's a picture of Keon right there. $200 worth of ramen. I think that is more than a case. I think that's a pallet.
That's several cases of ramen. I have bought a pack of ramen before it's got a lot of ramen in it. It's like $2. I don't need $200 worth. And also the penny a day thing. I am not a starving child. In Africa. I have a job. It's okay. I just happen to like ramen. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a present. It's not the Berlin airlift. So take it easy, Keon.
So just get one pack. What do we?
What I don't understand is
$200 worth of ramen is beyond a present. It's actually kind of an inconvenience. Just give me the $200. Let me buy the food.
I like that it's an inconvenience, actually. That's why for the guy who in the fantasy football, out of all 10 of our leagues, we found the guy who did the worst, but also did try to win. There's some people who fell away, but we have a giant $25 check that's going to be presented at our next remote. And they're like, hey, do you want a regular size check for this guy? I'm like, no, this guy gets a $25 giant check that he has to take into the bank. And I want it videotaped.
It's inconvenient, but for as long as he has it to take to the bank, and then, the bank will still take it. I will eat down ramen. It's going to be an inconvenience for weeks.
I told you it can be a convenience if you make it into furniture. You can make a ramen throne.
How big do you think my apartment
Randy, a top ramen throne.
I've done it before, Keon.
Comfy. It's like wicker.
I don't think I can fit $200 worth of top ramen.
Put your pillow on
it's
there.
It's not that big.
Bam.
I don't think I don't think you're seeing big picture here. I don't think you're trying hard enough.
Yeah.
And listen, you've got a desk at the radio station. You can put a few there, It's conveniently there if you get hungry.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. And other people are commenting on Twitter about this, but $5 minimum, Boogie?
Yeah,
for $5 you can
GoFundMe
get
though.
That's five. I think that's like 5 ramen packs.
I think that's the GoFundMe minimum. I don't know. I don't know if that's Boogie's.
Well, then why $200?
That's what I'm saying.
All I know is if this actually happens, Boogie, he better get $200 worth of ramen. You better not be pocketing packages of ramen on this.
Yeah.
I don't want $200 worth of ramen. Can't stress that enough.
That's really none of your business. You let people do what they want to do.
How
dare you tell the fourth dimension how to spend their money?
I'm not telling them how to spend their money.
Keon.
I'm telling them not to spend it on ramen for me.
Don't be ungrateful.
With all due respect, I can afford enough ramen
Sounds
to be
very
ungrateful.
Right?
I don't mind it. I don't
Lucky
mind
man.
being ungrateful. I don't.
The super fans of the fourth dimension really have stepped up when they donated to ArizonaSportsAngels.org because it's a charity where we're helping underprivileged kids get sporting equipment, and of course Athlon stepped up and gave us like 1,000 pairs of cleats for kids to play softball or baseball, and we've been delivering those. I'm going to have some really cool success stories here to share with you guys soon. And you know what? People jumped up and they were ready to go. And not once did I ever say to them, "Okay, hold on." No, you let people give when they want to give. And this is not a charity. You're not a charity, but they love you, Keon. They want to give you a gift, the gift of ramen. And that is the gift that keeps on giving.
I love the super fans of the fourth dimension, but here's the thing. The difference between me and the actual charity, the Arizona Sports Angels, is that there are always going to be kids that need something. Give as much as you need to help as many kids have equipment as humanly possible.
And understand, Keon is not a 501c3. He's not. No, he's not. No, yeah, no, you will not get a write-off for giving him ramen.
No, you will not. But don't though.
No, I'm definitely doing it. How about you, Randy? I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah. As soon as I get off. Yep.
Yeah. Boogie says, do you know what you could build with 125 cases of ramen? So that's what $200 gets? 125 cases?
I don't want to know what I could build with 125 cases of ramen.
I don't speak so fast. Boogie, can you tell us the dimensions on the cases? So you probably have enough space for this, Keon. You're just being difficult.
No, I'm telling you, I live in my apartment, and I'm telling you, when I buy like 3 of the cases of ramen, I don't know where to put them.
You buy 3 cases of ramen?
Very, very tiny kitchen.
How?
Boogie, we're gonna have to increase this. Yeah. We're gonna have to increase it.
No, we're not. Because I could afford those, and I don't eat them every day.
Listen, the goal is $200, but if the fourth dimension gives more, who are we to say no?
Exactly. The fourth dimension. They are their own.
Mm-hmm. You guys are just egging them on right now, and I do not want 125 cases of ramen filling up my apartment. My kitchen is very tiny. The rest of the apartment is very tiny.
You're making it really hard for people who want to give to your GoFundMe right now. I just want you to know
that's kind of the point, because I don't want 125 cases of ramen.
I think we should get them 250 cases of ramen. That's what we should do.
Can't stress that enough.
All right, so here, write this down, Keon. Write this down. They are 15.5 by 9.8 by 4.3 inches, and they're 5 pounds. So why aren't you writing? I'm giving you the dimensions. You have to know where to put this stuff. Listen, I had to figure out where to put 1,030 pairs of shoes. I sent Randy a picture. Don't talk about where it is. Don't say it live on air. But I had sent him a picture of that craziness. If I can do that, you can certainly figure out what to do with the benevolent gift of ramen from the super fans of the fourth dimension.
If I had to turn around and give those shoes to a bunch of kids who needed them, I would gladly fill my house with shoes. I don't need 125 cases of ramen.
I'm wearing all those shoes at least once, and that's the part that's a really personal made choice, public, but.
I don't need 125 cases of ramen. I just don't.
Hefty Lefty says, do you have a bed frame, Keon? If yes, which it should be, by the way, ramen fits perfectly underneath, or it makes a great bed frame.
My bed's not that big. 125
now.
125 cases of ramen are not going to fit underneath my bed.
Make a canopy over the bed.
Also, because my apartment is tiny, there are already things underneath my bed.
Well, no, you can have bed posts made out of ramen. And you can construct that canopy that goes to the top. That's classy. Women love that. Just saying.
I don't think that they do. I don't want to test it.
Pretty sure they do.
Don't want to test it.
Just a Tip says, I'm grateful that North Mountain is between me and the studio. It's going to help reduce the blast force when Keon goes flash anger over his refusal to accept our generosity.
I know, right?
It's not generous. Like, literally, take this $200 and let's find a food pantry and donate food to people who need it. I can afford food. I have a job.
They found their food pantry. Keon, it's you.
I'm not a food pantry. I'm just a guy. Let's find it for people in need. I pass homeless people all the time when we gave ramen to people, and me.
You're so brave.
Keon,
you're so damn brave, Keon.
The homeless don't have a way to cook the ramen. Don't be cruel. Don't be handing ramen to the people. They're like, I got to check this when I get home, jackass. That's not going to help.
Okay, that's why I said the food pantry first. Which I am not. I do not need ramen. I don't need
making this weird. Why you got to make this?
I'm making it weird.
Fed fan says, "Get ready, Keon. Don't be surprised at the amount of ramen you're going to get at the next remote."
Very awkward.
Please don't. I am begging you. I almost used a word. I am begging you. Please don't use that money and help actual people in need.
Blissful Hayes says, "Hey, Keon, can I have some of that ramen?"
You can have all of it.
Well, you have to get it before you can give it.
Why don't we just give it to Blissful Hayes? I don't want it at all.
Boogie says you can easily make a Californian king size frame made out of ramen. Hell, you could probably use it as a mattress too.
Heck yeah.
That would be a very uncomfortable mattress, and there's already a bed frame in my room, so I would have now a second.
Get your own pad. You laid it out there. That's nice.
Hefty Lefty says, I think Keon's past flash anger and he's ready for the Doom music to kick in. Mr. Roboto says, for those of you who remember a Family Guy episode, the hammock of cake sounds like Keon needs a Yugo of ramen. Slave Dave says, why is everybody giving Shaman Ramen Keon a hard time right now? Kiss the Cook says, what the hell's Keon eating? Gold leaf ramen? Good Cat says, Jeffrey, did you read the reports that Wentz to the Steelers or Commandos is very highly possible?
Good.
I don't care where he goes. I'm just worried about what the Colts end up with going forward.
Jeffrey doesn't care where he goes, just as long as he goes.
I care where he goes. He's got to go to the other 31 teams in the national, or the other 30 teams in the National Football League.
He's an upgrade versus anything you have.
This is true, but I want us to get a long-term solution that's actually ours.
Take our expensive one, please. Give us some draft picks. We need them desperately.
No, thank you.
Pro Dog says, hey, all right, trivia question. Who are the two players in the NCAA men's basketball to lead the nation in scoring and rebounding?
Kobe Cockburn.
Cockburn is not one of the right answers.
I don't know.
Just shout out some names and we'll see what happens.
Paul Winchell.
You are correct. No, I'm sorry. In 1932. So this is for this year, Keon. This year.
This is for this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Xavier McDaniel and Hank Gathers.
Okay, I mean those are good. I mean I could not have guessed those. I'm not going to lie to you.
Boomer Sooner says, what's that, Jeffrey? Keon needs a case of ramen. Screw it. I'll get him a pallet. You got it. I'll let you know when it's coming. It might be easier to donate to the GoFundMe. Oh, that's right. Boomer Sooner doesn't do social.
Thank you,
media.
Boomer Sooner. Thank you.
Yeah, let's bring the pallet over. Okay, we got to take a break so I can cough maniacally. And when we come back, we got Big George's sports history and other things. Oh, wait, no, this is the end of the show.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on.
Big George's sports history and the Temple of Doom. That's next on the Daily Blender here.
I got it because the GCU is starting up here in a few minutes.
Oh, we're doing it now?
Yeah, I mean, this is it.
Oh, boy, here we go.
The grand finale.
Time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1985, Indiana University basketball coach Bobby Knight, angered by a foul call against one of his players and a technical against himself for yelling an obscenity, hurled a chair against Purdue. That's right. He threw the chair at Purdue. He killed many people during a game in Bloomington. All right, nobody was hurt, but
he was trying to.
That became what he was known for.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bobby Knight versus Keon's anger. I don't know.
Bob is legendary. Okay,
your flash anger is becoming legendary here too.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Big wheel of sports. Here we go.
Not on the same level as Bob at all.
I don't. Hold on. I don't have it. Hold on. Okay, so the first thing that randomly came up, Tom Brady, he's going to make a movie. That's what he's up to now. He's not coming back to play football. He's making a movie. Now, at first I thought, well, isn't that cute? But it turns out it's a real movie. but with some really old women. Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, and Sally Field. They play four friends who take a road trip to watch the Patriots in Super Bowl 51. You know, the one where they came from behind to beat Atlanta. And I guess he's just been very deeply involved in producing the project. And of course, he'll be in the movie. I think this is just a ploy so he can sleep with Lily Tomlin.
You think?
I think so.
I guess it's the only way to get away with it, right? You know, just
Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, shagging Jane Fonda is easy, but Lily Tomlin, that's.
What about Rita Moreno?
Huh?
Rita Moreno.
She yells a lot. I don't think Tom Brady can handle that. So yeah, spin the wheel. So I don't care for Logan Paul at all, but this is actually pretty good. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Logan Paul are joining forces to launch Slap Fighting Championship event. Slap fighting, you know, have you ever seen that? You should look that up on the Google. It's actually pretty cool. Two guys just stand there and slap each other back and forth until somebody wins. I was hoping this meant Arnold Schwarzenegger would slap Logan Paul, but they're just going to sit there and sort of live chat it, talk it, kind of like Mystery Science 3000 sort of thing.
I mean, if they have the one guy that knocks people out when he slaps them, that big beefy dude with the looks like he's from Ukraine or something.
Yeah, that guy. Yes, the bald Russian guy, and then all the stars of slap fighting will be involved. The problem though is you have to watch it through Logan Paul's website or something.
No, never going to happen.
Yeah, I can't do that. So if there's an alternate, let me know. But there's a page called slapstrike.com. So maybe you can watch it there and avoid Logan Paul altogether. But whatever. All right, guys, that's it for us. Coming up next, it's GCU basketball right here on 1580 The Fanatic. Daily Blender back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Bye-bye.
I need postcards printed and designed. Oh, and a targeted direct mail